All right, what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Streaming 2 times in 1 week? It's unlike me. For someone who doesn't stream too often, I'm very excited for this stream. We got NBA free agency starting in about a half an hour. What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing? Oh, what's up, Sports World? What's up, Isaiah? What's up, Oliver? What's up, 1400? What's up, Nanio? What's up, Trusky? Zeliz is Jalen Green. I don't think you're the actual Jalen Green. What's up, Lens, Speedy, Dak, and PG, Bobo, Yekon. Sorry if I butchered that. Marcus, Diego. What's up, man? Dean Gray, the finesse kid. Jaden Dior. What's up? Samuel Brooks, Destroy Frenzy. All right, I'm not gonna be able to say what's up to everybody, but how we all doing? Kel's highlights. Yeah, I'm a streamer now. What's good, everyone? So yeah, we are going to be reacting to hopefully some free agency deals that go down. We're going to just kind of talk free agency in the chat, maybe give some predictions as well. Free agency opens up in about a half an hour, 6 o'clock Eastern time, and players are free to sign with teams out there. We did have a bunch of deals kind of go down already. OG re-signed, Siakam re-signed, Emmanuel Quickly re-signed. We had Claxton, Pat Will, Malik Monk. Pat Will was today. Obi Toppin was today. Royce O'Neal, DeAndre Jordan, if you missed that one, he re-signed. Alex Len, Bobo also re-signed as well. We only had, I believe, one rookie extension go down, which is interesting, with the Scotty Barnes one. We know that Tyrese Maxey is going to get a bag. But yeah, only Scotty Barnes, the only guy from the 21 class. We know Cade's going to get a bag this offseason. We assume Evan Mobley will. We assume Franz Wagner will. I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to see a Josh Giddey or Jalen Green. Jalen Suggs, we'll see. Maybe not the full max. Hey, what's up, Tyler Gates? Thank you for the $5 donation, man. I just tagged you on Twitter for a possible Jarris Walker trade to Atlanta. I like the fit of Reese Shea, Johnson, and Walker next to Trey. I like that idea, too. I don't think they're going to make a trade like of Jarris Walker, but it is weird. I'm looking at it now. And yeah, now you mentioned like Jeremy Grant potentially could be going to the Lakers for D'Lo Vanderbilt in the first. Like, that would be interesting for sure. Hami, thank you for the $5 donation. For Dallas, it'd be better to keep KCP or Klay, also getting Jones. I think KCP's better because of the defense, and that could be very valuable if you're going up against Memphis or Minnesota or OKC in the playoffs again. And what he could be on the perimeter, like if you're guarding Jaylen Brown or Tatum, like you're in the finals again against them. That could be a little bit better. I would prefer KCP, but I think if you get either one, it's a dub for the Mavs for sure, because you already got Quentin Grimes this offseason. Hey, what's up, Purified? Thank you for the $10 donation. Huge fan. Thank you, man. Thank you. PG to the Sixers soon. We will see. PG is definitely the best free agent on the market. Paul George, I don't think is going back to the Clippers, which is insane. PG is going to be 30. He's 34. I don't know if I would give PG a max, but on the Sixers, it makes sense for what they have with Embiid and Tyrese Maxey right now. It does. Yeah. But do I play anything outside of 2K, Nick Brady? Not really. I don't really play a lot of sport games for leisure anymore. I'm going to play NCAA football when that comes out. I play Out of the Park baseball, if you know what that is. It's the best if you like baseball. But that's really it. Klay to the Lakers, Timothy says. Like, that could be insane. If Klay Thompson is going to be on the LA freaking Lakers. People talked about that back in 2019 when he tore his ACL in the finals. That was speculation. But then he re-signed with Golden State, for sure. Apparently, too, the Warriors offered Wiggins, I don't know how true this is, but Wiggins, Kuminga, Chris Paul, which now it's like a lot of money going out, and a first-round pick for Paul George, and the Clippers said no, which is wild, because I tweeted out, I'll pull up my Twitter real quick, I tweeted out that if the Clippers lose PG for nothing in free agency, they turn into a team with one of the worst futures in the league, and I don't think like that's far off. Like, they own 0 of their first or swaps, or it's like swap worse of their first till 2030. We're gonna have a new president then. We're gonna have a couple midterms, a couple more Olympics. Kawhi's 33 and Harden's almost 35. It is scary in LA right now. The Biscuit Buddy, thank you for the $5 donation. Do you think there will be a Trae Young trade to the Spurs? I don't think they trade Trae Young, but I do think if he were to get traded, the only team I think would make sense would be San Antonio, because they have their first round picks back. Derek, thank you for the $2 donation. You're the best to do the NBA watching from work. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hope work's not too bad for you today. And your day's, you're having a good day. But yeah, you guys got to let me know too when to refresh if you get anything, because I'm not going to go on TweetDeck, because last time I did that throughout the trade deadline, my account got hacked. So we're not going to mess with that today. I'm just going to be on Twitter here. Stavaros, thank you for the $5 donation. Any Warriors predictions after losing Klay? Could they try to get a sign and trade with D'Lo? I know you don't really want D'Lo back, but at least it becomes another trade asset. I think that's what could be huge for them. Could you somehow get Klay to LA or Dallas and somehow pick up DeMar DeRozan in a sign and trade? I would personally see if you can get into the Brandon Ingram market. I would see if you can get into the Zach LaVine market if it's as low as people are saying. If it's only going to cost you Wiggins, like matching salary, I would do that for sure. Because you don't have many good Steph years left, and you at least want to stay semi-competitive. What do you think the Magic are going to do in free agency? Thank you for the $5 donation, Ranger66. I think they're going to land either Paul George, if not him. I think they'll be in the KCP Klay talks. Probably not Klay. And apparently they really like Hartenstein. I think they're going to make a big move, in which they should, because Paolo Banchero is somebody you want to build around. Hey, no way, John. You almost went to Temple. That's crazy. Hey, Temple should give me royalties for people thinking about Temple because of me. Oh, man, I'm nervous. We got 26 minutes till free agency starts, and it might be quiet when it starts. I'm probably going to be streaming till like 7:15. Hey, thank you to everyone that shows the support. I do appreciate that. LBJ, Timothy, thank you, guys. Dotty Dot, thank you. What's up, Blazer Legend? How we doing? We got 1,700 people in here. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for free agency. Because what if, like, I don't know. Is Paul George going to sign, like, super early? It says he's going to do late Sunday night Pacific time. So that's not, like, I'm Eastern time. So I guess he may not sign late. I don't know. But I also saw some other Twitter stuff that he could sign at 6 o'clock. What's up, New Roblox? Hey, Liam, thank you for the $2 donation. Russ, Harden, Kawhi start could be interesting. In 2016, maybe. That team is far past its prime. If they do lose, in my opinion, if they lose Paul George, that team is winning 38 games next year, and they don't own their first-round pick, and that's if Kawhi stays healthy. Thank you for the $2 donation, Woodmont Gaming. I think Trae Young is too underrated at this point. I do think Trae Young has become underrated. Big contracts. Obviously, his defense has been bad in the past, but he was much better last year than people give him credit for. And like even like Zach LaVine has turned underrated. Like Zach LaVine, in my opinion, is well worth giving up one light first-round pick in salary filler. Like his last healthy season, 2023, the dude averaged 25 points. He shot 85% from the line, 38% from three, 49% from the field on really good usage too. In my opinion, I think Zach LaVine is still worth going after. He's 29 years old. I think he's still got 2 to 3 good years left in this league. If I'm like the Warriors and I got nowhere else to go, I would look into it. Eli Plays Games, thank you for the $2 donation. Go New York, go New York, go. Big time for the Knicks. Hopefully they're able to re-sign Hartenstein, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully everything sounds good on your guys' end. Thank you. We got almost 2,000 people in here. Thank you, Jaden Fitch, for the $5 donation. I wish the Jazz would accept a D'Lo and Rui for Sexton Walker trade and maybe for Lowry. Yeah, for your Lakers. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. D'Lo and Rui for Sexton and Walker Kessler. That'd be huge for the Lakers. That would be. And Lowry to the Lakers would be nice as well. But you may have to dip into those 20, 30 first-round picks. Keegan Jones, thank you for the $2 donation. I need Eric Gordon on the Wolves. That is very specific. Do you just think they need shooting off the bench? You can find that this offseason, for sure. Like, I don't know if Doug McDermott will be out there, but you got, like, Luke Kennard out there. You got Gary Harris. You got shooters that you can pick up, for sure. What about Julius Randle? I think the Knicks are going to be interesting going forward with, like, Julius Randle because they are not going to be able to afford, basically, most of this team. Like, or at least giving Randle a max. Like, you see OG's making $36 million a year next year. Randle's making $28.9, but he's opting out of this. He's going to get a one last long-term deal that he can lock in. So he's going to be a free agent next year. Brunson's due a new deal. You have to give Bridges a deal in 2 years. So, and like you're paying Hart a lot of money. That's ascending. Dante DiVincenzo is ascending a little bit, but that's such a steal of a contract. Like, if Dante DiVincenzo was a free agent this year after the year he put up last year, he'd make $25 million a year. He would, 100%. Would you sign Fultz for the Knicks? I don't think they need to. I think I'd rather them go after a big depth. I actually like Tyler Kolek, their rookie. And if anybody wants to, like, let me know any teams that we want to talk about their future. Like, Philly, like, shout out to Spot Track. They are goated for this. But Philly's got 3 players under contract right now. Like, Tyrese Maxey's technically not there, but he's getting the rookie extension. He's got about a $13 million cap hold, so they have to save that money. But they have money to go out there. They could trade for Marketing. They could sign Paul George, and they could bring back Maxey. It's kind of crazy. They can really improve their team this offseason. I've heard that they want to go after KCP and Paul George, which would be massive dubs. Then they bring back Maxey, they would let go of B-Ball Paul, but then you basically have no other rotational spots. Like, it's all veteran minimums, which is tough. Do I think Harden will leave the Clips if they lose Paul George? I actually don't think so. I think he's going to stay there just because I think he actually is like, oh, I'm a number 2 now. Let's go. And I think he'd be happy with that. Derek, thank you for the $2 donation. Can you explain what the second apron is? Yeah, let me try to pull it up. Because I know Bobby Marks had a really good tweet about this that we can talk about. I'm still kind of learning the ways to it. But it's apparently... Oh, you know what I can do? Let me see if I could find him. I just followed Yossi Gazan. Really good, like, insight. So basically, there's the first apron and the second apron, like, cap-wise. So basically, these are the first apron teams, the Knicks, the Heat, and the Lakers. Sorry, yeah, that's the Knicks logo under my face. And this is basically what they can't do. Now they're in the first apron. So you can't take more in salaries. You're limited to your $5.2 million tax player mid-level. Like, for the Knicks, that could be, like, Andre Drummond, right? Can't use trade exceptions from previous seasons. But then there's this second apron, which you could see has the Suns, the Timberwolves, the Bucks, the Clippers, the Nuggets, and the Celtics right now, and you're really limited. So the salary cap's at like $140 million. That's if you get to like $190 million, which is a lot over the cap right now. But you can still like re-sign your guys, but you are limited in making trades and signing guys. And the apron, like, that's scaring teams. We got 2,300 people in here. Thank you to everyone that's come out. I appreciate it. Where do you see the Warriors finishing with PG on the roster? I mean, I think they could make it to round 2. I still like OKC more than them with PG. That's like the weird thing Golden State like is in right now, man, because Curry is 36. Oh, God. I mean, you hope Wiggins is better next year, but I think they really want to trade him. You hope Draymond Green does not get suspended next year and is still an elite defender. You hope maybe Kuminga keeps improving. You brought back Looney. I mean, like, Podziemski and Trey Jackson-Davis are good rotational guys, cheap deals. Maybe you move Moses Moody. But this team, like, the West is too talented. They don't have anybody. Like, as good as Curry is, you're not beating Denver. You're not beating OKC. I doubt you're beating Minnesota or Memphis or Dallas right now. It's tough, man. Even if you added Paul George, really, it's tough. The Bulls are an interesting team as well because they brought back Patrick Williams. Honestly, not a terrible deal. It's like the full mid-level, a little bit more than that. He's still 23, and with maybe no DeRozan, he could shine a little bit more, and him and Buzelis on the perimeter could be fun. But I think they would like to move Vucevic. Like, is there a scenario? I mean, we can even pull up. We can get Fanspo in this. Fanspo. And we could try to maybe work out a trade. So, like, I don't know. Does this benefit both teams, like, change of sceneries? Like, say we did Chicago. Say we did Golden State. I don't know. Can we send Levine and Vucevic to there? And then we send Chris Paul. He can get bought out or whatever. And Wiggins. Like, this gets some salary relief. And they at least can contend. I'd have to cut $1.1 million from the Warriors. So maybe the sweetener could be Moses Moody. That's a lot. I don't know if I would want to do that. I don't think they guaranteed any other contracts like Gary Payton. Maybe it's Kevon Mooney. Maybe it's Kevon Mooney going back. Like, something like that. Does that benefit both teams? Like, Chicago could buy out Chris Paul or reroute him to San Antonio. They take on Wiggins, but they get rid of Levine's contract and Vucevic's contract. Yeah, Looney is your set. I don't know. Like, does that help out both teams? The Bulls are in a weird spot too, but I want them to rebuild, and I think they could do a sign and trade and maybe get something for DeRozan if they reroute DeRozan to Golden State, or the Clippers if they lose Paul George. What's up, Benjamin? Thank you for the $2 donation. What does my Hawks future look like with free agency? I don't think they're going to go after anybody too big in free agency because they're paying Trae Young. I think they could be in the market to still move Clint Capella, which I would do. I want to start in Kungwu, and you have Larry Nance under roster right now. Try spot track trade machine. Chris Paul just got waived. Okay, well, there it is. Thank you very much. You guys are going to have to let me know, chat. Chris Haynes tweeted this. Okay, and Shams. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you could throw that trade idea out the window. I predicted the Spurs, and I love that. I do. Yeah, Chris Paul got waived. I mean, the only way they weren't going to waive him if they had a trade lined up, maybe for Levine, but it was most notably for Paul George. So I think that's probably what will going to happen. But back to the Hawks, yeah, I don't think they're really going to do too much. Like, they're going to let Sadiq Bey walk. I think this is going to be most of their core. Maybe they add one more wing, maybe another guard. They could probably use another guard. So maybe any of those veteran guards out there. I'm trying to think. Maybe Markelle Fultz as a backup, and maybe more of a combo guy, like maybe Alec Burks. Maybe DeAnthony Melton wouldn't be a bad fit. I'd kind of like that. So yeah, Chris Paul's wave. Where do you guys think Chris Paul's going to end up? Do you think it could be the Lakers, Clippers? I think the Spurs or the Lakers are my two picks. Hey, Joshua, thank you for the $5 donation. Even though the Spurs aren't the type of team to make big moves, if they do, who should they go after? Any big names? I mean, I would like Lauri Markkanen in San Antonio, but I don't think you really have a need for that. I think Trae Young would be interesting if it really only cost you Keldon Johnson and the Hawks picks back and you don't have to give up any of your first. I would think about that, but honestly, I'm all for maybe going for some young talent out there. You can develop Sohan more next year, Branham, obviously Stephon Castle, your rookie, and then you're mainly just seeing the development for Wemby. I think you sign Chris Paul. I think that's big as well. Yeah, I think just getting like a veteran guard on this team. I think Tyus Jones actually would be pretty big as well, because I think Tyus Jones, you got the connection. Like if you don't go for Chris Paul, Tyus Jones connection with his brother Trey Jones there, and a phenomenal facilitator, pretty efficient. Not great on the defensive end of the floor, but he's someone that can run the pick and roll with Wemby. Keenan Reed, thank you for the $5 donation. Any ideas for the Sixers to win a chip this year? And do you think they can win this year? Also love your vid so much. Thank you so much, man. And Oscar and Panther fan, I'll get to your guys' donations. So for the Sixers, if you have the opportunity, like if I were them, I would much rather get KCP, maybe trade for Lowry, and then also get like Najee Marshall, Gary Trent Jr., and Isaiah Hartenstein. And that's where I'm using my cap. I'm trying to get role players on this team specifically to map it out. I know Paul George is an upgrade, obviously, over Tobias Harris, but I don't think it's wise to pay Paul George, who's only getting older, and he's making a lot of money, and you already have your 1A and 1B in Maxey and Embiid. And I get it's nice to have another shot creator. I would just see the Ingram market. I would see the market, and then I would try to sign, like I said, your KCPs of the world, your Najee Marshalls, and try to get role players like that. And then I do think they have a shot if they're healthy in the playoffs. But it's all matters about Embiid's health. And thank you for the $5 donation. Oscar Vargas, thank you for the $5 donation as well. Been a fan since 2018. Love your videos and work, man. Keep it up. Heath fan, love our draft pick and wear, but do not want to run it back. What should we do? Thank you, man, for the donation. I agree. They should not run it back. I think one of your best bets is trying to leverage Tyler Hero this offseason. I don't think he's an upgrade, or I don't think Levine's really that much of an upgrade over him. I wouldn't do that. I would see, could you do Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson for Paul George? Would Paul George come to Miami? I mean, we've seen Pat Riley cook before. I would do that. And if you're the Clippers, you could lose him for nothing if he goes to Philly. So they would say yes on that. So I would think about that. I don't really think you're getting another true guard. Like, you're not really getting Trae Young, in my opinion. You're not getting Darius Garland. You're not getting Donovan Mitchell. So I would see if you could pull that off with Paul George. If not, I would test the Jimmy Butler trade market. I would. I don't know if a team would overpay for Jimmy. I don't know if Philly would give you a lot of picks. I don't know if Golden or OKC would give you a lot. I don't know, but I would test the Jimmy market if you can't land a Paul George, because I don't think it's worth it making a lateral move. Panther fan, thank you for the $2 donation. What new features would you like to see for 2K25? I tweeted the other day, I think it would be cool if they had like a contract system, like good contract, neutral, bad. So like a bad contract's like Ben Simmons, and the team that has Ben Simmons' contract would give you a first to get off of it because it's labeled as bad. Like, that'd be cool. I think if they implemented the apron system, that'd be cool as well. And maybe reinvent some of the modes, like Summer League, maybe the Nike Hoop Summit, like just some stuff like that to make it a bigger deal. And scouting could be different for sure. Clay to the Magic thoughts. Thank you for the $2 donation, Kobe. I like Clay to the Magic. I'm cool with it if they land out on Paul George. It should be a less year, like one less year than Paul George's deal. It should be a lot less money, and he gets a shooter. And I think they could use a veteran. Like Paolo Banchero, like if you're doing any top 25 under 25, Paolo's like number 3 for me. It's like Ant, Wemby, Paolo. And he's somebody you could legitimately go to the conference finals with next year. He is that good. He is built like somebody that could take this team far in the playoffs. So I'm all for it, as long as it's not 4 for $80 million. No, Zion did not get traded, guys. You gotta learn chat 101 here. I would not do it unless everybody's spamming it, and then obviously we get word from Woj and Shams. I will be refreshing throughout this. Don't worry. In chat, I will need you to let me know when stuff happens. I will not be. There's waving Chris Paul, who's now a free agent. You know what? I hope Chris Paul gets a ring, man. I do. Chris Paul was one of my favorite players growing up. And I think it would be really cool if he could actually go to a team, that gets a ring, but I think San Antonio would also make a ton of sense. All right. So yeah, we got a little bit of time. We got 13 minutes till free agency. It's funny because like we're gonna be refreshing at 6 o'clock. We're not gonna see deals go down at 6. Like it's gonna be 6:05, 6:07. Free agency isn't like loaded this year, but it's got a lot of good role players. Like we're gonna see some notable deals go down. And I think at 6 o'clock too, like maybe we see the Cade extension kick in. Maybe we see some other extensions kick in. Yeah. CP3 to Lakers a possibility? I think so. Bruce Brown mock trades, like who, like I see that's another guy I would like Philly to absorb cap space. But hey, if you go after Embiid, that's not really happening. I'm trying to think of like another big player this free agency class. Like Detroit's gonna spend. Oh God, this team is not good on paper. And do they trade Isaiah Stewart? I don't know. They could be a Hartenstein team. They could. They could be a Miles Bridges team. I thought they were going to be a D'Lo team, honestly. And yeah, like the Jazz are also a very interesting team because they got to figure out what this roster is. If they run most of this team back, they're going to end up as the 12th seed again, maybe get the 9th overall pick, 10th overall pick. Maybe they get lucky in their lottery because their pick is top 10 protected next year again to the Thunder. So I think you got to figure out what you want to do. And there's a lot of teams tanking next year for Cooper Flag. You got Washington, you got Brooklyn, you got maybe Portland, you got Charlotte. Like there's going to be some bad teams that you got to outmatch next year. And are you going to pay Lowry 40, 50 million a year in a year? I don't know if that's worth it for this team. And this may be the peak of Lowry's value. Would you trade him? I would think about it. I would. And just get even more picks because they have a ton from Minnesota and Cleveland. Will Patterson, thank you for the $2 donation. How much will Harden sign for the Lakers? I think I would probably say like 70%, 75% he's a Clipper, 24% Laker, 1% he goes somewhere else. I would say Harden gets 25 million a year to 30 million a year. I could see that. I don't think he gets 40 mil. Jackson, thank you for the $5 donation. Can you explain the Kings' ability to sign players after the Mitchell trade? And do you think they'll sign anyone big or just focus on a trade? I'm pretty sure the Kings do not have cap space. They got to, like, they're paying Sabonis a lot of money, Fox a lot of money. I think their best bet is trying to move Barnes and Herter for Brandon Ingram or Zach LaVine. I think that's their best bet. And that's probably what they're going to try to do, in my opinion. And I think going after Brandon Ingram would be smart if you can lock an extension done. It's not worth trading first in the future if you can't. Neo, thank you for the donation. Magic a contender with PG or KCP and Hartenstein? Contender, no. But conference finals contender, yes. I don't think they're better than Boston. I don't think they're better than New York, but they'd be close. If you get KCP and Hartenstein and Philly gets PG, I think I'd like the Magic over the Sixers. Yeah. Harden back. Everyone's saying Harden re-signed. Yeah, see, I just said 75% he re-signs. Maybe I should have said 90. 2 years, 70 million. 35 mil a year. Yeah, I can't say I was, like, shocked by that. It said, like, he wanted probably 160 million for 4 years. He's not going to get that. I think that's fair for both sides. You get maybe Harden's last 2 years of his end of his prime, which, or not his prime anymore, but end of his good production. And it probably fits, their timeline. Alex Wilkins, yeah, Sabonis got that contract last offseason. Keenan, thank you for the $5 donation. Why does Embiid get so much hate for free throws when Shea does it too? Is it because Shea is on a fun young team while Embiid has been struggling? I think it's because Embiid doesn't need to, and Embiid does foul bait for someone that's 7 foot tall, but a lot of people do. Like, my favorite player, my favorite team, Jalen Brunson does it. Like, everybody does it, but I think Embiid does it to an extent for somebody that's that big that doesn't need to be flopping out there. Levy, thank you for the $2 donation. Harden signed 2 years, $70 million with the Clippers. Yeah, I mean, they have to. I mean, I can't fault the Clippers for this, right? They have to do it. They don't own any of their draft picks. They have to re-sign James Harden. They have to. And now, like, if they don't get Paul George, I'm very intrigued to see what they do next. TC, thank you for the $2 donation. What do the Warriors do now? DeRozan, Ingram, Klay gone. Yeah, I think you should pivot to trying to trade for Brandon Ingram if you can. I'm sure Ingram or Kuminga could get it done. And you can keep Jackson Davis and you can keep Podziemski. DeRozan may be cheap too. Could you just do a sign and trade DeRozan for Andrew Wiggins? That could make sense for both parties. It could. I don't hate it. I don't. Klay to the Hornets. Imagine. They just get Hornets give Klay $200 million. Hey, Shams is doing something. Woj has been bodying Shams, I feel like, all summer. Imagine Klay to the Hornets. $50 million a year. They give him ownership in the team. Hey, we got 40. We got 4,000 people in here. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it a ton. Man, the draft stream was a lot of fun. Yeah, but yeah, now that Chris Paul didn't work out in, like, the Warriors, did they really get a good deal for Jordan Poole? I guess they got off the contract, which is nice. But Jordan Poole, man, after that 22 season, they win the title. He has a little bit of a down year in 23, but Draymond literally punched him to start off the season. Damn. I think Jordan Poole is actually going to be pretty good next year. I do. G1, thank you for the $2 donation. Any moves the Grizzlies should make? So I think they're going to want to bring back Luke Kennard. to be honest, I don't think they make any moves, but I would like to actually see them try to dip their toes into the Markkanen or Ingram sweepstakes. They got contracts that can match up. Smart. I mean, they could probably get it done with Brandon Clark, John Conchar, and Zaire Williams. I would like that for Memphis, and they have all their draft picks. Joe Wood Hoodie, thank you for the $2 donation. Do the Warriors have cap space after waiving CP3? No, they do not. Even when they lose Klay, you're still paying Curry, Wiggins, Draymond. They're not a luxury tax team, but they don't have cap space. Or if anything, it's like the mid-level exception, which is like $15, $18 million, which is cap space, I should say, sorry. Because they don't have anybody making that right now. Keenan Reed, thank you for the $2 donation. Knicks only won the 76ers because of the refs, JK. I know, it was a great series, man. Every game, I had a heart attack. And I'm a Knicks fan living in Philly, so you know how stressful that was. Hey, Dre, thank you for the $10 donation. Just want to say love you, bro. Appreciate the content. Hey, that means a lot, man. I appreciate it a ton. Glad I'm making content that you do enjoy. Means a lot. Hey, Derek, thank you for the $10 donation. What's up? I don't know if you recognize me from Twitter, but I haven't been on a stream since I started my job, so just want you to know, show love. Also, any free agents you think the Rockets could go after. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate the love a lot. Hope the job is going well. I don't think the Rockets do much in free agency. I think the one thing that scares me about the Rockets is the owner, and he wants to win now always, Tillman Fertitta or Fertitta. And I'm scared they would trade Şengün or Jabari Smith Jr., and I hope they don't do that. Man, Spotrack's probably going to crash with free agency going on. I don't think they should. I think they should just run this team back, see if Jalen Green can give you a consistent full season and go from there. And then just kind of see, all right, I wouldn't extend Şengün if you don't have to this offseason. They probably will. I think he can get the max, but I don't think they're going to go after any notable free agents. Maybe you have Cam Whitmore, you have Reed Shepherd, you have Amen Thompson. There's no need to make, I think, a big splash right now for Kevin Durant. Now, if Devin Booker's on the table or Donovan Mitchell, yes, I would do that for Jalen Green or Şengün and picks. But I just don't know why they didn't want the Brooklyn picks. They wanted the Suns picks. I didn't agree with that deal. I didn't. Because I think even with Mikal Bridges, Brooklyn was going to be picking in the top 10 again next year. Kispert to the Nets would be sick. Woj is retiring, imagine. He should, man. Go be a family man. Call it quits. He's lived a good life in the sports world. I could not do what he does. It's too stressful. You can't even enjoy a vacation, I feel like. Emil, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the Anunoby extension? Obviously, it's a little bit much than you would have liked it to be, but you got to pay that much money now. $40 million is the new basically $30 million. $36 million next year is more than fine. $40 million is fine. $45 and $28 if he does have injury concerns still is going to be a little worrisome, and then a $48 million player option. But I'm all for it. The Knicks are trying to win a title next year, and when he's healthy, he's one of the best two-way players in the league because of the defense. David, thank you for the donation, man. Brazil loves you. Hey, I love Brazil. Would love to go one day, man. Thank you so much. Logan, thank you for the $5 donation. Assuming Boston resigns Steve White, Tatum, etc. What do they do for bench players from now? Hauser, $2 million is up next year and won't be affordable. Yeah, I guess you hope that Shireman replaces Hauser. And yeah, this is a team that needs to extend Derek White. He's kind of the backbone of your championship team. I think when it comes to it next offseason, you would explore a Kristaps trade. So I think you better hope that he's healthy this year, because if he has another injury-riddled year, then I don't think he's going to have much trade value. So I think that's what's going to come down to it. And then you're really getting veteran minimums, like your Kyle Lowrys of the world, your Nick Batums of the world, and those guys. Because then you got to replace Horford, too, in the aggregate. Domag, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton. Sorry if I butchered that, your name. Jacob Davidson, thank you for the $2 donation. Who do we think? Do we think the Knicks can win it all? Yes, but they're probably the fifth team that I think could win it all. It's Boston 1, it's OKC 2, it's probably Denver 3 still with Jokic, depending on what KCP does. I'd say Minnesota 4, that tied with Dallas at 4, and then I think the Knicks are right there at 5. I think the Knicks are right there at 5. LeBron to the Pistons would be mind-blowing, but that is a 2K thing for you. Hey, we got almost 5,000 people. If you guys could hit the like on the stream, I would really appreciate that a ton. Yeah, Porzingis' trade value is shaky. I agree. Porzingis, you can move next offseason, but you got, if it comes down to Porzingis or Derek White, I'm taking Derek White. I know Porzingis opens up so much for the floor for you offensively, but I would look to move Peyton Pritchard, and I'd probably look to move Kristaps to shed some money next year, because obviously Tatum's about to get the Supermax. That may happen at 6 o'clock. Will Patterson, thank you for the $5 donation. You should do a what-if rebuild where the Kings trade Fox instead of Halliburton back in 2021. That would be sick. I agree. That would be sick. And I think August, July, when it's a dry period, I will definitely be doing those. Alex Wilkins, thank you for the $2 donation. What happens with Bradley Beal? Dude, he's got a no trade clause. He's not going anywhere. He is there for a while. Keenan, thank you for the $2 donation. Should the Knicks move Randall? He doesn't fit anymore. No. I think if it comes down to it, I think you hope to do a sign and trade next offseason, but I think you should go full, at least till the deadline with Randall, and see how it plays out. I think it would be premature to move him right now. All right, guys, 3 minutes till 6 o'clock. 3 minutes till 6 o'clock. We're probably not going to see anything go down at 6 o'clock. I'm not, like, getting my hopes up for that. But, yeah, 6:10, 6:15. Oh, it's a one-year deal for Harden. It's a one-year deal, basically. Interesting. Oh, boy. Yeah, the Clippers are in such a weird spot, man. They really are. They really are. Jared Blanks, thank you for the $2 donation. Is this Harden's last contract before retirement? No, I think if he's serviceable this year, like, he can opt out and get, like, 4 for 80 or something like that, right? So, I don't know. Harden's going to be 35. Yeah, I think he can get one more. I think he's got to adopt the Chris Paul rule. Do not go the Russell Westbrook route and still think you're, like, an elite scorer. But he was a good three-point shooter last year. I think just try to be a good playmaker, and you'll make your money. You'll make your money. Michael, yeah, that's probably the best to do role players instead of going after Paul George. But, I mean, the West is too stacked right now, man. It's too stacked. You think he'll opt in? I don't know. I don't know if it's a guarantee he'll opt in. Oh, man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. What if Paul George signs at 6? I am nervous. Divine, thank you for the $5 donation. Can you change shot tendencies more often in rebuilds? Yeah, I do that. I do. I agree. Bilal's in that was a little wonky. Sorry about that. Nobody's gotten traded yet. Nobody's gotten traded. I hope we see a trade go down. That'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. Oh, man. 1 minute away. 1 minute away. 1 minute away. We got 5,000 people in here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everyone that hit the like button on the stream. I appreciate that a ton. CP3 with Wemby would be cool. Yeah, that was my predictions. This is kind of the tax stuff. Like, I gave my predictions out before. What did I say? What did I say? I did George to the Sixers, Klay to the Lakers. DeRozan somehow sign and trade gets rerouted to the Clippers somehow. Harden to the Clippers, Chris Paul to the Spurs, Hartenstein Thunder, KCP Magic, Tobias Pistons, Miles Bridges Hornets. Those were my predictions. Mac, thank you for the $5 donation. What's your opinion on Klay? And is there a world where he stays? I think so. I think there's a world where he stays, but you know what? If he wants one last contract, I could see why the Warriors are skeptical of giving it to him. So I do think like he's gonna leave. And who am I most excited to watch this year? I think like top teams like the Knicks, like obviously as a Knicks fan, but I think some of the younger teams on the rise. Like I'm excited to see how Charlotte looks with LaMelo back fully healthy. I'm excited to see Portland with their new crop of guys and if they move some of the vets this offseason. And I'll be excited to see kind of like the Suns and the Clippers and the Lakers and do any of those teams have a chance at winning it all. Luke Cornett returns. Knicks legend. Hey, thank you for the $2 donation. Weekend, are the Sixers contenders if they sign PG and KCP? Yes, they are, for sure. For sure. All right, sides will be able to work through sign and trade options. I mean, that's going to be huge for them. Who said Cornett? Woj? There we go. The first signing is Cornett. Love that. That's how we're starting our free agency. 1 year. See, there's your Kristaps insurance. Shams. Anything Shams say? Well, he said they're gonna do a sign and trade, which makes sense. And honestly, this gives the Warriors a little bit more flexibility, man. It does. All right. Well, now Woj's Twitter is just messed up for me. These seem like tweets like forever ago. Oh God. Twitter's not ready for NBA free agency. Twitter's not ready for NBA free agency. The site is going down. It's crashing. It's gonna crash. Oh, man. I'm nervous. Shams is washed. Woj beat him to the Cornett. How do you lose the Cornett sweepstakes? That's got to be like your career's on the line for that one. Oh, man. Is RJ Barrett going off the season? I could see it. I could. But I think it's more likely Emmanuel quickly goes off. CJ Young, I love the AJ Griffin deal. I loved him coming into Duke. I love when the Hawks took them. Loved his rookie year. And he went for a second. Great buy low option. I do wish it was a different team where he can have more of a chance to shine like Charlotte, but it's cool. It's cool. Where do you think Valanciunas will go? I don't know. Maybe it's back in New Orleans. I do think like OKC could be interested for sure. Could the Lakers be interested? Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see how much he makes. Because he may just want like one good year, like $15 million. Some team uses their mid-level exception on him potentially. Twitter, I mean X. I'm never calling it X. I don't think I've ever called it X. Such a stupid name. Jay White, thank you for the $5 donation. Lakers get Klay, Warriors get Paul George, Clippers get D'Lo, Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton, and a first. Dude, we could see something like that. That's why I think things could get weird. DeMar could be a Warrior, DeMar could be a Clipper. Stuff like that can happen. We getting K-Love news? We're getting K-Love news? Was this shams? K-Love returning. All right. 2-year, $8 million for Kevin Love. I mean, $4 million isn't really much nowadays, but I wonder if Kevin Love will actually put up $4 million in production. $8 million. Like, Kevin Love is so past his prime. He's 35. I don't know, man. I don't think he makes it to the end of that contract. I thought Kevin Love was kind of cooked last year, but we'll see. I have like a soft spot for Love. I watched him growing up basically, and like that 2014 Love season was elite. But could he be is he a future Hall of Famer? What does Basketball Reference have that percentage as? 73.5%. So probably going to be a Hall of Famer. Can the Celtics win it again? Yes, but it is tough. Like, we all thought Denver was going to repeat, and they didn't even make it out of round 2. So it is very tough to repeat in the National Basketball Association. Kevin Love is the GOAT. I think we're throwing around the word GOAT too often. That's like Luke Cornett. I don't know if that's Kevin Love. Emil, thank you for the donation. Do you think Gary Trent Jr. deal was an overpay? The initial one, maybe a little bit, but now with the cap, like where it is, I don't think it's too bad. Unless you're hinting that he got a new one. That would be kind of crazy. Simone Fontecchio is definitely one of the more underrated free agents. I hope David, he gets like more run because he's really good. CP3 to the Nuggets, that's ring chasing, but they do need somebody to replace Reggie Jackson, right? If the Warriors trade Wiggins, will they have cap space to spend? Yes, they would if they trade Wiggins for no returning salary, but I guess they could send him to Detroit and like a first. They could send him to Charlotte. They could send him to Brooklyn. So that's not impossible. And then they signed LeBron. Is Jordan Clarkson a free agent? No, he is not. He signed an extension, I think, last offseason. It was like a 2+1. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, $4 million is nothing. I agree, but it's just not what it used to be. Like, $4 million used to be a lot, but it's not really anymore. Do I think CP3 is going back to Phoenix? I thought that could be a potential thing. I thought maybe Russ could end up in Phoenix, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be LA or San Antonio. I kind of wanted the Knicks to pick him up, but I don't think the Knicks can really afford him. I guess they could use their veteran deal on him, but I doubt he wants to do that. I like Tyler Kolek. Brian Wright make a trade. Yeah. I think it does, Ben. Cornette coming back. That's the GOAT right there. Which website showing you the updated tracker? Spot Track, SPOTRAC. It's like the best website for contracts. And basically, like NFL, MLB. I think MLB it's good, but NBA and NFL it's really good. CP3 to the Lakers. I mean, that's a potential thing that could happen. People are saying Woj. If Woj didn't do anything, okay. Yep, here we go. I think that's what we all expected. Klay Thompson to have discussions with the Mavericks, Lakers, Clippers, and 76ers in the opening hours of free agency. Yeah, that was in the report. The Clippers is interesting because no way he's going to the Clippers if Paul George is coming back. 76ers, they have cap, makes sense. Mavericks would be a huge pickup for them if they can get Klay. If they can do like a sign and trade Klay for like Josh Green and Maxi Kleber, oh man, that's a great deal for Dallas because I love the Quinn and Grimes get. I feel like Grimes and Green could be a little bit redundant, so I would love that for them. I would love that for them for sure. Hey, we got over 6,000 people in here. Thank you guys all for coming out on Sunday. I appreciate it. It's nice for agencies in the summer too. Yeah, I feel like Klay's gonna be. I don't know. I think he's gonna be in a Lakers jersey. I do. Bob Smith, thank you for the $2 donation. Would salary retention help the NBA for trades? What do you mean? Oh, like baseball? No, I think it's just because the cap is too tight. Teams would never want to retain salaries. But it would be interesting. Like, say the Warriors are like, all right, would anybody want Wiggins for free and will keep $10 million of his contract? Like, yeah, you know what? That is a thing. But I think it's different, like baseball. And, like, I don't know if that's a soccer thing, but I think it would be tough to really pull off. What would the Wolves do? I think the Wolves just need to get a shooter. So I think if you're looking at, like, any of these cheaper shooters in free agency could be nice. I mean, Isaiah Joe would be sick, but he's going back to Golden State. Svi Mikhail, somebody better. Maybe Lonnie Walker on the vet min, maybe. I'm trying to look at a consistent shooter here. Fontecchio would be, oh my god, but no, Detroit's matching that. Reggie Bullock, Alec Burks. I think one of those guys. Maybe Sadiq Bey. We'll take a flyer on Sadiq Bey. True, baby tiger. It is 6 a.m. in Singapore. But thank you for watching from Singapore. It is 6 p.m. here in Philadelphia. Post DJ. Hey, thank you, Northside. I appreciate that a ton, man. Thank you. Honest opinion of Bol Bol. I mean, I don't think Bol Bol is really much. But, hey, he did re-sign with the Phoenix Suns. Back up big next year. Hey, he's going to be 25 years old. Maybe he's going to hit his prime. He averaged 9 points a game last year for the Magic, which is kind of crazy. You know, Bol Bol's not bad. He's a fine backup center in this league, I think. How tall is Bol Bol? He's 7'6", 7'3". All right, let me chill. Hey, we got over 7K. Thank you. Yeah, shout out Jacob. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, so Klay, where do you guys want to see Klay? Like, if you're an NBA fan, where do you want to see Klay? On one of these four, and then maybe you could say the Warriors too. I would want to see him, like, I think the Lakers would be cool because of Michael Thompson, like his dad. I don't really want to see him in Philadelphia because I think Jared McCain could really excel there. I think Dallas or the Lakers, I think would be really cool. Because I think Dallas, it could be what they need. But he's not the defender he used to be. How do I feel about the Patrick Williams contract? I don't hate it. It's like the mid-level exception. And like $90 million over 5 years is basically what the NBA's come to. So that's not that bad. Thank you for the $2 donation, Panthers fan. Raptors, yeah. Who should the Hornets sign or trade for? I think they should just like, Warriors, you want to get off of Wiggins? We'll take Wiggins and a first. This team wants to get off cap. Like Norman Powell, you want to get off Norman Powell at the Clippers? Give us him and a first-round pick. Something like that. That's what I would do if I were them. And then maybe get another like power forward, I would say would be nice. I mean, Obi Toppin would have been fun, but he's off the market. Yeah, like Rocco, maybe. Maybe Markel Fultz, like a solid backup point guard. But I like KJ Simpson. Hey, thank you for the €1 donation, Juan. I appreciate that. Yeah, a lot of you guys saying Lakers. Some of you guys saying Magic. I think I predicted the Magic, but I changed it to the Lakers now in my original prediction video. Thank you, Joe, for the $5 donation. Since moving the 8th pick for those two future firsts, waiting for the Spurs to make a move, really hope they do. I agree, but don't worry if that doesn't come this offseason. Guys will hit the market next offseason. Donovan Mitchell could be on the trade market next offseason. Boom, there you go. Giannis could be on the trade market in 2 years. Boom, there you go. Just be patient. Guys will come and go, so I don't think you need to make a big move right there. Josh Martin, hope you're having a good night, man. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you to V-Day from Italy. I hope Mannion comes back to the NBA. Loved him at Arizona. Jarris Walker to Charlotte. That would be sick, but Pacers aren't moving Walker. Hardenstein to OKC. I did predict that as well, Thomas, but I hope he does re-sign with the Knicks. G. Vandy, thank you for the $5 donation. Love the videos, man. Keep it up. Do you think the Nuggets pull off any wild trades? I don't. Like, they re-signed Jamal Murray. If they could pull off a KCP sign and trade, that could be worth it. That could be something. So maybe that's your best bet in a big trade. Wrong hard drive. Thank you for the $2 donation. What package could the Pelicans put up for Wendell Carter Jr.? I mean, if that means the Magic get Isaiah Hartenstein, maybe they just got to send, like, I don't think they would want to move Jordan Hawkins. Alvarado probably doesn't get it done. And you moved a lot of your draft capital in the Murray deal. So maybe it'd be like a 3-team trade, but that means, like, using some of the assets you get for Ingram. CJ Sixers talk. Thank you for the $2 donation. Think PG goes to my Sixers. Yeah, I think you guys are the favorite right now. I do. I think he joins Embiid in Philadelphia. Because it might be appealing that he's going to a lesser conference. Like, the East is objectively an inferior conference to the West right now. He definitely is. Shams is slacking, I know, right? I can't even imagine what they are doing right now. We need a Shams camp. Well, I guess Shams is on this thing, right? Is Shams on this live show? I guess he comes in and out of it. Like, Woj and Shams have to be, like, pacing around a room, 3 phones. They probably have interns holding the phones and stuff. Like, their jobs right now got to be the craziest thing. Like, I think they could put that behind ESPN Plus, like Woj in free agency, and people would watch that. For sure. Thank you, Kenneth, from Philippines, man. That's pretty cool. Mo Bamba to the Wiz. That could happen. I mean, Mo Bamba did average over a block a game last year, which I just was like, wow. Mo Bamba, like, played enough. He averaged, I think, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks a game. What were per 36 for blocks? 2.9. Mo Bamba, block god. Why am I a Sixers fan if I live in Philly? From New York, lived in Philly because I went to Temple in Philly and have been here since. Last thing from a Sixers fan. I'll objectively like give you analysis on them, but if it's Knicks or Six, if it's, wow, I combined Knicks and Sixers. If it's Knicks and Sixers, like, it's not even a question. Juan, thank you for the €5 donation. What would you give for Lowry if you were the Thunder? I mean, the Thunder have so much capital. I would give you maybe one of those Clippers picks is valuable. Give Utah their first-round pick next year. If they want a young piece, if it's Case and Wallace, does it get it done? Would I do that? I would maybe do Nikola Topic if you could do that before Case and Wallace. Thank you for the donation, man. Tyler Gates, thank you for the $2 donation. If Klay chooses the Lakers, Curry would choke Dummy B. I know. Like, how do you think Steph Curry's feeling right now? He's got to be nervous about this future. Joe, thank you for the $2 donation. Thoughts on the Spurs getting Ingram and Nunez? I think Ingram could actually be a nice rebounder, three-point shooter next year. And we'll see when Nunez comes over, because I don't think he's coming over right away. Victor, thank you for the donation. What could the package from the Lakers be for Klay? If it's a sign and trade, I think Vanderbilt and Vincent maybe. I don't think the Warriors really want D'Lo back, if we're being honest with you. Sacramento, like, gets Ingram? I think so. Like, that would be the move. I'm not trusting any source unless it's Woj or Shams. If you're saying Hoop Central, Regions, Hoops, no. I wouldn't even follow those accounts. Hoop Central, no. NBA Central, no. Connor Smith, thank you for the $2 donation. Pacers better not trade Walker. I agree. I still am so high on Walker. It's weird with Obi, but I think like a lot of Pacers fans on Twitter are letting me know Pacers view him more as like a small forward. Region Hoops. BI to the Kings. I mean, dude, that would be nuts. That would be nuts. But I would love that for Sacramento. I think they should try to pull it off. McCollum for Wendell Carter. I don't know if I get that, but I think you would have to throw in a first-round pick because Wendell Carter is on such a good contract if I'm Orlando. Like, I could see why Orlando wants that. I also thought, what if Orlando went after Anthony Simons? He's got 2 years left on this deal, and you may be able to get 2 first-round picks for him. I don't know. I would think about moving Anthony Simons if I were Portland. Yeah, Chris Haynes is legit. I don't know, man. Jake Fisher is fine. Yeah, the draft did not go well for him, but he tweets like a lot of like aggregate, like not aggregate rumors, but a lot of rumors, and I feel like, I don't know. I don't really want to confirm it unless it's like, I kind of like the beat reporters if they're like an athletic beat, like the local beat reporters, and obviously Woj and Shams. Chris Haynes, yeah, Mark Stein, like they're good. What is tomorrow's vid going to be? I think it's going to be just grading the top free agency signings. Pretty much. SROS bomb, Woj bomb. Somebody should trade for Jaden Ivey. I think like at the end of this year, I think we could, like the Pistons are bad, we could definitely see Ivey traded next offseason or at the deadline. Give us the Montes for Brandon Ingram. No, they would want to give you like Barnes, Herter, which could get rerouted for a center. Like maybe, what if Herter goes back to Atlanta, Barnes and Capella to New Orleans, and maybe a pick goes to New Orleans as well, and Sacramento gets Ingram? I don't know. I don't know. 6 rings to steal bomb? I know. Would you guys even take me seriously if I tweeted out a bomb? Keenan, thank you for the donation again. I see players as their 2K ratings. Is that just me? No, I can see that, man. I definitely used to see like that like when I was growing up, I think. Just playing 2K so much. All right, it's been too quiet. All we've gotten is one Klay tweet, a Cornet tweet, and is that it? 15 minutes in, and that's all we're getting? SROS bomb. CP3 to the Spurs, yeah, I think so. Brooklyn should try to get Ivy. I agree. That'd be nice. Ivy's a Piston for life. I don't know if I'd bet on that. What type of contract do I think DeRozan gets? I think he can get like 3 for 100 player option on the last year, maybe. Yeah, I saw that Nuggets want Vasily Misic as well. Maybe they would do Zeke Naji in a couple seconds. Yeah, it's too quiet. Yeah, 75-75. Like I thought too. Like, what if the Bucks do what they did last offseason and they were quiet and then they traded Drew for Dame? What if they did like Middleton for Ingram this summer? That'd be nuts. Where is Goga Batate going? Hopefully the Knicks if they don't get Hartenstein back. League is making sure there's no tampering. I know. Check Chris Haynes. I'll follow Evan, who I'm cool with. Okay, so he just tweeted that. You guys said Chris Haynes. He has tweeted nothing we haven't like heard before. KD to the Hawks, yeah. I know. What is SROS and Woj doing? New York City's hell expensive compared to Philly. Can't blame SROS for kicking it there. Yeah, dude, New York City's insane how expensive it is to live there. And Philly is like relatively cheap compared to Boston or DC or New York City. Jaden Ivey to the Grizzlies to play with Edie. That'd be cool. That would be cool. We could have got Edie in Detroit. Trade Lowry for 3 first-round picks, Paul Reed and DeAnthony Melton. Like, I think, like, Utah, if you're not serious about, like, adding another big name to Lowry, or, I don't know, I think they should trade Lowry. There's no point in being the 11th seed again next year. Or maybe, like, move John Collins. Like, would the Warriors want Collins? Could you do Collins? Oh, man, who wants Wiggins? Like, who wants Wiggins, man? I don't think so. Did we get the wrong free agency date? I know, right? What's going on? What's going on? Donovan Mitchell extension. Like, I thought we were going to get that at 6 o'clock. I thought we were going to get like a Cade Cunningham max extension. I thought we were going to get a Tatum super max. What is going on? It is too quiet right now. All we got was Vu Cornette. All we got is Vu Cornette. But, like, see, I guess the league, like, hammers tampering, but, like, in years past, we've gotten so many deals right after 6 or, like, midnight. Were they not tampering before, or are they agreeing on these deals, like, dotted line at 1 o'clock or, like, 1 minute past 6? Matt Ryan to the Sixers. That, not a bad, like, sneaky move. But, yeah, we're just refreshing here. We're just refreshing. Come on, we got 7,000 people in here wanting a Woj or bomb or a Shams bomb. Where do I think Cam Johnson goes to? I thought Cam Johnson would be interesting in like Dallas, New Orleans, Golden State even, Clippers, but they don't have the assets really to get it done unless they did like Cam Christie, Norman Powell, but I don't think Cam Christie gets it done, to be honest with you. All right, you guys are saying Woj. Omar, you're at 7. Okay, no! Omar, the biggest bomb of them all. Vu Cornette, and then Omar, you're at 7. No, our precious Omar, you're 7 is a free agent. Oh man, is he a Warrior? Is he a Celtic? Woj fart. I love how the whole chat is saying Woj in unison as we just get an Omar, you're at 7 wave. A Woj fart. I think fart is too generous. Ugh. Another center in the free agency market. Oh my god. This is funny. Whole league is still shaking from the Cornette announcement. I know. Who is stopping the Vu Cornette? The Knicks legend Vu Cornette, who used to be a sharpshooter. I don't know why he doesn't take threes anymore. I don't know why I'm looking up Vu Cornette's basketball reference. That's how down bad we are right now. That's how much we're feeding for NBA news. Man, he was a sharpshooter. Knicks Cornette was a problem. Life-changing bomb. Not Omer, I know. Come on, we need something. Like, I'm trying to think, like, who's going to be the first free agent to sign? Like, obviously, Paul George is waiting. LeBron is waiting. Clay's waiting. Like, is Tobias Harris does not have a max deal from the Pistons on the table? Gordon Hayward, where's his minimum from the Charlotte Hornets to return there? No, I don't know. Maybe Brooklyn? Like, is Lowry going back to Philly? I'm sure they're waiting on George. Like, does DeRozan not have anything, or are they waiting on George as well? Like, maybe it's the DeRozan thing. Like, once that happens, or excuse me, the Paul George domino, then DeRozan falls, then Klay falls, then KCP falls. Like, where's Marco Fultz signing? Gary Trent, did they not have deals lined up? Buddy Hield, Malik Beasley. Spurs didn't have a deal for Tyus Jones on the table? Nothing, man, nothing. Like, where's Taylor Horton Tucker going? Wait, is he a free agent? I didn't know that. Did he opt out of his... Oh, yeah, he's a free agent. Huh. Interesting. I wonder how much if he comes back for it. Like, Miles Bridges not re-signing with the Hornets. Mo Wagner, I think he got his deal declined. Isaiah Hartenstein, oh, what's he waiting on, man? I feel like Hartenstein should know where he's going. But are they meeting right now? Sadiq Bey, like, that would be an interesting guy. Like, where's he going? KCP to Golden State to replace Klay, signed and traded all around. I was going to say then the Nuggets get Max Christie, but they re-signed Max Christie. Where will Valanciunas go? I don't know. Like, the Pelicans need a center. Does he re-sign there? I think if the Thunder lose on Hartenstein, he can go there. Yeah, I would like to know Brandon Ingram. Like, where's he going? Where's Lowry marketing going? I love how Luke Cornette's already been added. Spot Track's legit, man. Spot Track is legit. Thank you guys all for being in the stream. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think they're all kind of waiting for PG. Like, what's PG gonna do? Oh, man. Yeah, I guess we're all waiting on PG right now. Is he gonna make a move tonight? Does he make a decision tonight? Oh, man. Or does he just go back to the Clippers? Nah, I don't think he's going to the Clippers, which is crazy. Woj burp, Woj piss. Jesus. If Hardenstein doesn't return, what do you think? I think it's like try to get Nick Richards, who I think is under contract, but I actually think Nick Richards is underrated. Goga Badatse, I would hate Andre Drummond on the Knicks, but like if he's just going to be Mitchell Robinson type thing and we're just going to get rebounds, then I don't hate it. Because Nick Richards is under contract. Oh, I guess it's a not fully guaranteed deal. Or no, it is. Huh. Yeah. That's a good contract they got him on, for sure. Yeah, I guess everyone's worried about tampering as well. I guess everybody is worrying about tampering. Batum is leaving the Sixers? I think so. Probably. I mean, if he can get anything more than the vet minimum, probably. Oh, yeah, forgot we got Kevin Love. Forgot we got Kevin Love. Yeah, Jeremy Grant to the Lakers, I saw that. It's kind of crazy. Russell Westbrook to the Thunder. I mean, that'd be a cool like story, but he's going back to the Clippers, man. Sorry to break it to you. Bring me 2K Drummond. 2K Drummond would be sick. Like 2K19 Drummond. Oh, I'm getting 20 a night from the dude. Come on. We got almost 8,000 people in here wanting to know what's going on in the NBA landscape. Paul George, you're being too selfish right now. You're holding everything up. Why couldn't you have just opted in? Think the Rockets make any more moves? I don't know. I think like I would try to see this team. Obviously, if they don't win more than 41 games next year, it's a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, like, would you think about moving Van Vliet this offseason? Do you think they're going to try to work on a deal with him? I don't know. Because he has a club option, I believe, in 26. But you have him in Thompson. You just drafted Reed Shepherd. You have all these picks. Dylan Brooks is under control for 3 more years. Like, Van Vliet, that's getting declined. But do they do an extension with him? Like, Jalen Green's a restricted free agent? I don't know. This is a weird team. Like, they have a lot of good players, but, like, Şengün isn't a Paolo Banchero, right? Neither is, like, Scotty Barnes. I don't know. I'm still so high on Cade Cunningham. Yeah, like, is Kyle Kuzma getting traded this offseason? I don't know. What do I think the Cavs are going to do? I don't think much, man. I think they're going to just re-sign Donovan Mitchell, and they're going to run most of this team back. I like them getting Jalen Tyson. I wish rookies were in here. And I think they're going to bring back Okoro as well. Check Kelly Iko. He's the, does he still work for The Athletic? For the Rockets? He does. Nick Batum. See, like, why does he know that? Oh, no, he's an NBA reporter. I thought he was a Rockets reporter. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's a guy we got there. Is The Athletic? Can I just, like, retweet theirs? Or, no. Or maybe refresh them. Beal's cut, imagine. Imagine it's like a football contract. It's not full guaranteed for Beal. That'd be insane. Warriors declined the Levine deal. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. D. Mitch already signed. I think Donovan Mitchell's re-signing. I do. DJ Burns to Cleveland. Where did DJ Burns get a deal from? Did he get... where did he get a deal from? Where is he working out? Oh, yeah, it was the Cavs. Okay. It was the Cavs. What do I think the Thunder are going to do? I think they're going to try to get Hartenstein. I thought they were going to try to get Paul George as well. But I think they will try to get Hardenstein. I mean, they missed out on Claxton. Maybe they go for Valanciunas as well. Like, just trying to get a big man. Yeah, I think the Kings definitely want him. Why did we hire Bickerstaff? I don't know. Bickerstaff, I think, is actually not a terrible coach. But we said the same thing about Dwayne Casey. And then Dwayne Casey got let go kind of early. We said the same thing about Monty Williams. And yeah, Monty Williams did not work out. 1 year on the greatest contract. Oh my God, we got 10,000 people in here. What is going on, everybody? Holy shit. If you could drop a like on the stream, I'd appreciate that. We just got news. Like, we need news. I wish I could break news for you guys on the stream. Does any NBA agent want to let me know? We could break it to 10,000 people right now. We could break some news on the stream if we want. That'd be sick. We just get Rich Paul to join the call. Imagine. We just get Rich Paul on the call. Hey, Joseph, thank you for the $2 donation. Love your B-ball IQ. You and JJ are the go-to. Hey, thank you, man. That's some high praise if you're putting me in the same bucket as JJ Redick. Thank you, man. Which free agent would you like for the Pistons? Greetings from Australia. Thank you, man. I thought, like, Miles Bridges, they can go after, like, played basketball at Michigan State. They could go after Isaiah Hartenstein because I think Jalen Duren could be a little bit better defensively and he could work well with somebody. So maybe they go after Jonas Valanciunas. I think shooters would be nice. Like, I would throw KCP a lot of money. I would. But I would just work on taking bad contracts. Like, if you can get a first-round pick from the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, if you can get a first-round pick from a team that wants to offload money, I would do that. Can the Suns actually do anything? No. They're pretty much right up against the cap. I think it's pretty much all minimums. Because they're paying Grayson along with the big three and Nurkic. Yeah, they are one of the big over-the-cap teams in the league. Come on. We getting anything, Woj? Chat? No. Dude, it's been 8 minutes since the Omar Yurtseven tweet, and the NBA landscape has not recovered from it yet. The NBA landscape has not recovered from it yet. Yeah, we need Woj in the chat. Yeah, bring back tampering. Yeah, I miss tampering. What happened to the game I loved? What happened to the sport I loved, man? Hopefully we get some things like at the end of the hour. Like stuff is starting to roll in. Like agents are talking, GMs are talking, and we're gonna get deals done hopefully soon. I don't got any sources right now. Real free agency starts at 7 because of OG tampering. We'll see. Nick Richards gets traded to Phoenix. That's a guy I would like the Knicks to get if they lose Hartenstein. I think so. Do I like Craig Porter? I do as a backup point guard. I'd feel better if he was my third string point guard, but I thought he played well last year. Yeah, we need Woj in the Discord. My glorious king, Omar Yurt 7. I know, I need tampering. The game is gone, man. The game I loved is gone. 1:30 a.m. in Lithuania. Feel bad for you, man. Staying up to know that Luke Cornett is going back to the Celtics. Alex Wilkins, thank you for the $2 donation. Free agent centers do I think fit the Bulls? I mean, I would maybe take a flyer on Wiseman. Maybe have Wiseman and Pat Will both from the 2020 class. I don't think I really like any veterans. Like I'd like Mo Wagner, but I don't think he's going there. I think he's going back. You know who I do like actually, which I'm surprised he's in free agency. Is he here? Tristan Vukcevic. I thought he showed kind of nice promise late in the year for the Wizards. I don't know why they brought back Rashawn Holmes on that deal, and Vukcevic I think is pretty good. And I would take a chance on him. Only 21 years old. Long hard job. Thank you for the donation. KCP likely to Orlando. That would be interesting. And he would get like I think 4 years, $100 million. I don't know if the Nuggets, who do have a cheap owner, because the Nuggets owner, it's like Stan Kroenke, right? I think he owns the Rams. I think they've been known for not wanting to go in the luxury tax, so they don't want to pay KCP what he maybe is worth. Shams bomb? Uh-oh. You guys are messing with me, or is it actually something big? Okay. The Knicks are working to unhard cap. Wait. All right, we got to break this down. Hold on. With cap space teams, Orlando focused on wing free agents, and Utah focused on current roster decisions. All right, that's Larry marketing. And the Knicks working to unhard cap sort. Damn it. No. It's over. It's over. He's going to be a Thunder. Damn it. That hurts. That hurts. Isaiah Hartenstein's going to be a Thunder. That team is winning the title next year. Oh, man. If they get... Oh, man. That team is going to be so good. Like, adding Caruso. Oh. Damn it. I don't... Man, I thought the Knicks could still have a chance at getting back Isaiah Hartenstein, but it's not looking too good. Oh, my God. I think Shams is broken. What is going on with Shams? Twitter is just down. Okay. Is Twitter just down for everybody right now? It's Jover. What is going on? Is Twitter not working? Is this... Oh, man. Don't tell me my internet's out. I don't know. The chat's coming in. What's going on? Is this, website working? Okay. Yeah. So Twitter's just down. What is going on? Is Twitter down for you guys? Or is this just... Oh. Is Twitter down for you guys right now? Yours is fine. Oh my God. If I got hacked again, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right. I don't know. Now it's working. Why isn't it working on this? I don't know. Let me just exit out of these. Dude, please don't tell me somebody hacked me. I know, we're back. All right. I don't know. I got hacked during the trade deadline stream. I was a little nervous there. I'm trying to freak out. No, we're good. I don't know why my Twitter's just bugging right now. Yeah, so I could see this, but I don't know why everything else, I don't know. Weird. All right, well that made me freak out a little bit. Just me. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, why are they meeting in Oregon? Is that where he's from? No way. He's from Germany, I know that, but why are they meeting in Oregon? Oh, he is from Eugene, Oregon. Holy shit. I did not know that. Did you guys know that? He's from Oregon? And he's also apparently half black too, which I also didn't know. Bright skin, Hartenstein, I know, right? Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to lose him. But he's going to go to the Thunder. They can give him actually a decent amount of money. Bro, they get... Oh, my God. They're going to be so good. I don't... Oh, man. I think if they get Hartenstein, with the capital they have and the flexibility they could move Kenrich or Ousmane Dieng, I don't see how they don't win the title next year. They, I think, are my favorites over the Boston Celtics if they get Hartenstein. That team is going to be unreal. I forgot they traded for Kevin Porter Jr. Thank you for the donation again, wrong hard drive. Appreciate it, man. Chris Harden says PG still to meet with Orlando. Let me pull it up now that I'm trying to get back here because my Twitter or my internet is kind of faulty right now. Shams. There we go. Shams has not tweeted since that. And are they meeting? Well, oh, I guess he's probably on whatever website he's doing right now. John Nelson, thank you for the $5 donation. Marketing and Hartenstein to the Thunder. Stop. If they get Marketing too, can they do that? I guess so, because don't they have like $28 million? And they could probably do Zhang, Kenrich, and picks. And like, I don't know if Dort would be on the table. That would be insane. That would be insane. Yeah, we haven't had a single free agent switch teams yet. That is crazy. That is crazy. I'm overreacting. I don't know, man. I think they're going to be really good. Like, if this team adds Isaiah or if they add Isaiah Hartenstein. I do. Like, Hartenstein's really good, man. He's underrated. I don't know where the Knicks go. That just sucks. The Knicks are trying to get unhard capped. It's like they're held hostage right now, and they're trying to figure out, like, a cure for something. It's crazy. Fultz to the Nets? I would love that. I would love that if Fultz went to the Nets. I know. Make tampering legal again. It's Jover. OKC's going to win 6 in a row like 2K. I know, right? Could the Magic get Lowry? Lowry? They could, but I don't really see the fit unless you're moving Franz, which you're not doing. So I don't really like that too much. Unless they want to put Markin at the 5, or Paolo at the 5, which I don't know if I like that either. Morgan Hartenstein to OKC and they're a dynasty. Yeah, that'd be insane. But they can't afford. I guess if you re-sign or Markkanen, you're probably trading away Dort, which I don't know if I would do. That's a tough loss. Keenan, thank you for the donation. Thunder, Celtics, Modern Warriors, Cavs. Dude, it could be. I don't know, man. The Celtics, they're good, and I think they could be back next year and the year after that because Tatum's so young. But, like, they got to figure out the Holiday, Porzingis, White trio in, like, a year or two. Shams tweeted. What did we get from Shams? Or is it the same thing? Yeah. I have, like, who is this guy? I don't even know who that is. That's crazy. That is crazy. Chris Paul to the Knicks. I wouldn't hate that. Garland did not get traded. Oh, man. I can't believe Hartenstein's going to go to the Thunder. Come on, OKC. Don't you want Wendell Carter Jr.? Don't you want trade for him? Don't you want Jonas Valanciunas? I heard Andre Drummond gets a lot of rebounds. Please stay away from Hartenstein. Hey, thank you, Jake. What should the Raptors do? I think if you can get it first, even if it's a late first for Bruce Brown, I would do that. I think it's a big year to see what Scotty Barnes could be. I mean, you already gave him the extension, which I realize you have to do. I don't think Scotty Barnes is a 1. So I would see if there's a market. Like, I don't know. Man, if I could have moved Pirtle to the Thunder, I would have done that. I don't know. I think you want to see what you get out of Scotty this year, obviously, and Quickly and Barrett, and then obviously Jacoby Walter, the rookie, and Grady Dick. Like, I think you have a foundation with wings. I think you got to figure out is Quickly your franchise point guard, or is he better off ball, and who you got at center. Tony Allen out of retirement. Woj? No. Woj is falling asleep. I think actually somebody should check up on Woj. We need Kendrick Perkins to check up on Woj or Stephen A. Thanasis to the Lakers. Maybe Kostas and Alex going there too. Maybe. Thunder, I know, man. I don't want the Thunder to take him, but I think they are. Ugh. We're screwed. The Knicks are screwed. Rangers, thank you for the donation, man. NASCAR is back on from a rain delay. I never watched NASCAR. I remember Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt growing up, but was never a big NASCAR guy. Maybe we would like to go to the Indy 500. That's probably cool. Woj, you guys were trolling saying Woj retired earlier. I think he actually did retire. I think he did. I don't know what the Bucks do, but I think the Bucks have been kind of quiet. What if they moved? I mean, they could definitely move Brook Lopez. He's got 1 year left on the deal. That's movable. Could they move Chris Middleton and AJ Johnson? And could they somehow get Brandon Ingram? Could they do Brook Lopez for Brandon? No, they would have to give up like a lot, like maybe 2 firsts. Like, I could see why New Orleans wants Brook Lopez, but you're not doing that for Ingram. Johnson, thank you for the donation. My Jazz is well blowed up without your 7. I know, man. I feel bad, dude. It sucks to go into a rebuild. You got the Brooklyn Nets, and you got you guys. because now your 7 is gone. What about F1? I don't watch F1 either. The only time I watch is when I go to the gym Saturday mornings and it's on there. Just never really got into it too much, but it does seem cool. It does. I didn't watch a Netflix series, which I should. Who's a good fit for the Pacers? I think Najee Marshall, I think, is one of the more underrated free agents out here. I think he would be a good pickup for a lot of teams, honestly. He could switch, he could defend, he could attack the rim. I'm a big Najee Marshall guy. He's kind of like, he's underrated, and the Pelicans are kind of going to feel that loss, I feel like, off the bench. Good three-point shooter, locks in on defense. I like it. What are the Spurs doing? I think they just add a point guard. Maybe it's Tyus Jones, maybe it's Chris Paul. Maybe another big for depth purposes, and I think that's it. Could the Bucks get LaVine? Yeah, I think so, but you probably got to reroute Middleton. And I guess that makes you a little bit younger and more athletic, but is that worth it? Like, I don't even know. Like, could you do Pat Connaughton and Middleton for LaVine? And then obviously Middleton would get rerouted somewhere. Maybe. I don't even know if this considers the apron, so I don't even know if that would work. I don't know. I don't even know. Like, Middleton's older, though, so how old is Middleton? Maybe he's younger than I think he is. Is he 32? He's 32. He's going to be 33. LaVine's, what, 3 years younger? Yeah. LaVine's 29. Is Kelly Oubre staying with the Sixers? They should try to keep him, but I don't think they will be able to, given what they want to do with Paul George and Klay Thompson and KCP. KH, thank you for the $2 donation. What should the Heat do? I mentioned it before. I would experiment, try to do a sign and trade with the Clippers for Paul George. And I think if you're the Clippers and you can get Tyler Hero, or if you can just get Duncan Robinson and Terry Rozier, I would do that. But if you can't upgrade this team, I would explore Jimmy trades before he leaves you for nothing next year, potentially. Alex Wilkins, thank you for the donation. Woj beats Shams to Cornette in year 7 and said peace. I know, right? Honestly. Woj hasn't tweeted in 21 minutes. Is he okay? Man, we're so, like, into this. We're just retweeting or refreshing Twitter accounts. Trunk, thank you for the $2 donation. Thoughts on the Wolves draft plus potential moves? I liked it a ton, dude. Getting Rob Dillingham and Terry Shannon are absolute studs. Like, they killed the draft. They did. And I think they're a good team. I think you add a shooter off the bench, maybe another depth big guy, just a size, like maybe Omar Yurtseven, somebody like that. But I think you try to get a shooter off the bench, like a cheap guy in free agency. And then I think you're ready to rock next year. Kings in trade talks with Pelicans. I'm sure that would be for Brandon Ingram. A lot of you guys saying Jake Fisher. I don't know. I'm not going to take anything like it's Woj Shams. Oh, they're trading Russ. Oh, shit. If this is true, that's kind of interesting. All right. I wonder what team is over the cap that couldn't afford $4 million for Russ. What? Okay. That's so interesting. Is he going to be a Buck? No. Like, what team wants Russ? I thought maybe a team that didn't have their first next year that's trying to compete, like the Hawks. Like, did the Hawks go for Russ? And Russ can win you a game or two and keep, like, so they don't end up losing a top 5 pick. That's why I thought he could have been a net if the Nets didn't get their first round picks back. But yeah, I wouldn't want Russ, and I don't even care if he's your 7th man. I don't really know if I want him. If he's gonna keep taking threes. Oh my God, he shot 27%, and he took how many? How many threes did he take last year? 154, unreal. Dylan Brooks, thank you for $2 donation. Thoughts about Zion to Houston? See, like, that's a guy I would go after if I were them, but I just don't think the Pelicans are trading Zion unless you're giving up Şengün and all the Suns picks and stuff like that. I just, like, after the year Zion had, I don't think they're moving him. Is that an overpay for Zion? Yes, but you would have to overpay for him to leave. And he's under contract for the next, what? Yeah, he's under contract till 2028. I doubt they move him. Jan2, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on what the Cavs should do? I think you just try to add a free agent on the margins. I think you want to get another big. Like, could you get Nick Richards from the Hornets? I think you want to upgrade the Tristan Thompson spot, and I think you're ready to roll if you bring back Donovan Mitchell. I love what they did by getting Jalen Tyson. I would even move, you know what, speaking of Russ, if I can move like Dean Wade for Russell Westbrook or Georges Niang for Russell Westbrook, I think I'd do that. How does this? Thank you, Sebastian, for the donation. How does this period of free agency work, newbie here? So teams at 6 o'clock are able to start agreeing on contracts for the next couple of days, and then a few days from now they could be official. But teams technically aren't allowed to talk to players until 6 o'clock today. So that's basically what this period is to prevent like tampering. So you're not able to get a deal done before that, or you could get fined. So like I wonder, did Shams say the OKC Thunder are in Eugene, Oregon? So I guess that like Sam Presti's there, right? Or do they send like one of the big scouts or assistant guys there and he's doing something else? I don't know. Chuck in the USA, thank you for the $5 donation. 2 years, $70 million for Harden. I know. A lot of money, but I think it makes sense for both parties. It's basically a 1-year deal with a player option on year 2. Connor Smith, thank you for the $2 donation. Pacers should get Drummond. Rebounds killed them. Yeah, that could be a possibility as well. I don't think Drummond's going to cost too much. Matthew, nice name, man. Thank you for the $2 donation. Russ is a future son. I predicted that as well, that he could end up in Phoenix. Does he team up with KD again? Yeah, oh my God. Beal has a no-trade clause. Like, how many people in this league have a no-trade clause? Does Jokic have a no-trade clause? No. Jokic doesn't even have a no-trade clause. Steph doesn't have a no-trade clause? Actually, I don't think Embiid has a no-trade clause. LeBron definitely doesn't. Jimmy definitely doesn't. I don't know who else has a no-trade clause. No, like Jaylen Brown obviously doesn't have a trade clause. Is Bradley Beal the only player in the NBA with a no-trade clause? Holy shit, that is insane if true. That is insane. That is insane if that's true. That is the worst contract potentially in the league. If I'm Charlotte, give me your next 3 first-round picks for him. Dylan Brooks, thank you for the $2 donation. Who should Houston try to get on the mid-level exception? I don't know. I think it's like, what do you want? Like, they got Steven Adams. I don't really think they need to add. Like, what specifically do you want to add? Because, like, guard-wise, you got Amen, you got Van Vliet, you got Green, you got Reed. Big mans, you got maybe Steven Adams, maybe another big man, but you have Jock Landale. You have plenty of forwards with Jabari Smith and Cam Whitmore and Dylan Brooks. Maybe another consistent shooter. Like, I'll throw out the mid-level exception idea for Najee Marshall again. If you want a big, I don't know. Maybe another point like Tyus Jones. No, you don't need Tyus Jones. Maybe Malik Beasley, but it shouldn't cost you the full mid-level. What about Klay in Milwaukee? That could get interesting. But what is it going to be? Klay for Brook Lopez? I mean, money could work. The Warriors declined a trade to send Wiggins and Paul for Levine. Interesting that they decided to do that. That's interesting, actually. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, like Tristan Vucevic, I think, could be a nice target out there for some of the younger teams. Jokic does have a no-trade clause. That's what I thought. Like, that's what I thought. Levi, Sports and Cards, thank you for the donation. Beal is the only player in the NBA with a no-trade clause. Is that actually true, though? That is insane. Can I just look at active contracts here, and will it show me? Like, Beal... Okay, Beal has the no-trade clause, right? That is insane. He's got a no... Like, well, I guess the Wizards gave him that, obviously. I feel like Jokic has a no-trade clause, but maybe it doesn't kick in yet. No, he doesn't have a no-trade clause. That's insane. How does Nikola Jokic not have a no-trade clause? Does Giannis? No way, right? No. Chuck, thank you for the $5 donation. Tobias Harris, he's such a difficult player to value. Orlando, Houston, Detroit, Utah would probably still give him that 30 mil. Dude, if he gets 30 mil, what happened to the game I love, man? If any GM's watching what he did in the playoffs and gives him 30 mil, that's insane. I would give Tobias Harris 4 years, $80 million if I'm Detroit. Help him, or he could be an off-ball guy for Cade and call it a day. I don't think Orlando should sign him. I don't think Utah should sign him. I don't think Houston should sign him. I think Detroit is the only team that makes sense, or Charlotte. Rush to the Suns. That'd be cool because I did predict that in my YouTube video after the Nets brought or traded Mikal Bridges. So I would be right on that, which would be huge because I haven't been right on free agents greatly in my career of predicting. They're tough, man. When you have no idea, like I have no inside knowledge. I don't know scouts. I don't know agents. But thank you. We still got 7,700 people on here. Thank you guys that all came out. I would love to do another stream. I don't know what stream we could do next. That could be really big. Obviously, the deadline, the draft, and free agency are the biggest periods. The like Olympics watch party would be cool. Like a Bronny James Summer League watch party would be cool. Buddy back to Sacramento. I threw that idea out, but Kings fans weren't too happy with that, which I get. Yeah, Clippers are actively trying to move Russ. Interesting. Unfortunately, I can't listen to what Sham says. If anyone wants to give me the TLDR. Sebastian, thank you for the donation. Would you rather have CP3 or Russ to mentor Castle? CP3, 100%. 100%. I love how you guys, like, I refreshed that and saw this, and you guys are all spamming Shams. I love that. I love that you guys are letting me know immediately after he tweets something. Like, that is the chat. You guys are goated for that. That is sick. Like, it could be Omar Yurtseven gets released, and you guys are saying, Woj, Woj, Woj. Love that. Bring back tampering, I know, man. Rebuild live stream. We could do that on the... I also... Wow, I just kind of spazzed there. But, like, this channel, NBA stuff specifically, We could do like live mock drafts too. That could have been fun. Obviously, that'll be next year. Maybe I'll like break down my big boards for you guys. I don't know. Just maybe try to come up with ideas. Maybe a hot take stream. Like, I'm going to be making my top 50 players. Maybe I can just hop on stream and you guys can kind of like, I could workshop it with you guys. Like, that would be fun. Like, I'm just be like, I'm debating between having, I don't know, just random guys. Who do I have higher? Devin Booker or Jaylen Brown? And then you guys let me know. Like, something like random like that. Russ to OKC, that's not happening. I don't think any contender that's serious wants Russ. I thought maybe Minnesota could have been interested before Dillingham, but not anymore. Could the Sixers get PG and Lowry? Yes, they can, but it's pretty much 11 minimum contracts after that. Westbrook to the Nuggets? I mean, that would be cool for Russ, but if I'm Denver, I do not want Russ. I do not want Russ. Unless Russ is playing 6 minutes, 8 minutes a night. I'm not a big Russ fan. If he's taking threes. If it's a new, reinvented Russ, sure. But right now, I'm skeptical about that. Hey, Chuck, thank you for the donation. Orlando might really not get a big free agent. Some slick signings would be CP3. They need a true point guard. I can see that they do if you don't think Anthony Black could be that guy and Fultz is a free agent and Suggs is more of an off-ball guy. I see that for sure. Tyus Jones would be nice in Orlando. That could be something. He's efficient. He'd get his teammates involved. And he's not a great defender, so Orlando's a good defensive spot where they can help him. Wow, Shams said the Nuggets. Wow, so yeah, Shams did say the Nuggets. That's interesting. I would not like that for them. I would not like that. I'm not hating. Well, I am hating, I guess, on Russ, but I just don't think that's worth it. Unless he's playing 10 minutes a night. I'm just not a big Russ fan at this point. Klay for Brook Lopez and Hartenstein to the Bucks. Stop. No way. 30-minute Woj nap, I know, right? He'll take less threes in Denver. I guess so, yeah. And obviously, he's going to be the backup behind Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray does get hurt quite often, actually. So, like, he could be someone that could be a nice backup. Oh, wow. Woj taking a power nap. Patrick, I did not. Unfortunately, at 5'8", was not good enough to play. Sadly. I was way too passive growing up in basketball. I was never aggressive enough. Yeah, Kings are in active trade talks. Sean Cunningham. I don't know how accurate that is. Zach Edey to the Grizzlies. That did happen. How many views is this stream they have? They have about 1 million people on there. I don't know if that's live viewers. I'd assume so. I don't know how Twitter works. I went on live on Twitter for the first time the other day. I did not know what I was doing. I also linked my Twitter in the chat. If you guys do not follow me on Twitter, I'd recommend you do. I'd like to get to 40K soon. Like, that'd be sick. That's my Twitter. Who is my player comp? My player comp right now is probably TJ McConnell. Because I don't like to take threes. I'm not great at them. Not good at them. But I can attack the rim to an extent. Struggle finish, but I'll get offensive rebounds, pass. I'm like one of those guys, you know. I don't have a dribble package at all. 5'8" squad, I know, man. Our basketball dreams died when we found out we were not topping 5'8". Shout out to Isaiah Thomas, Muggsy Bogues, man, making it to the NBA, being short. What was my play style? I'd probably say it's TJ McConnell with a mixture of like style. I don't know. I just passed it way too much. I just wasn't aggressive. I don't know why. I think I was just always afraid of taking a bad shot, honestly. What do you think the Heat do in free agency? I don't know, man. Pat Riley has been asleep at the wheel since 2019. What's my favorite NBA watch party snack? William says, I don't even know. I don't even know the last watch party. Oh, like a game? I don't really know, honestly. I feel like the only things I can is like Sunday football, basically. I feel like I'm just watching like games at my desk, honestly. So maybe it's like dinner. Favorite snack? Pretzels are goated. Kevin Knox. I saw he's on like the Warriors Summer League or something. My Knicks legend, Kevin Knox. Russ for Pat Connaughton. You know what? That could benefit both teams. Well, the Clippers can't do that because they're, I think, hard capped right now, and Connaughton's making like double the amount. So I don't know if like another guy from the Warriors would have to be in that deal. Thoughts on the Hornets picking T. John Salmon? Thought it was a little bit of a reach, but hey, if they develop him and they give him a good 3 to 4 year timeline, he could be really good. He can. And he has higher upside than some of the other guys that went around him. But I do think it was a little bit of a reach. And I wonder how he's going to be between Mark Williams and Miller if that's what they opt to do. But I'm excited to watch Hornets basketball next year while everybody's healthy to start off the year. But once LaMelo goes down and Mark Williams goes down, then it's going to be like, yeah. But I still have a lot of stock in Nick Smith. Nick Smith and Kobe Buffkin are my two guys from the 23 class I have a lot of stock in. Woj has fallen asleep. But Shams has just given us rumors. Nothing legit. Yeah, dude, the Frenchmen are taking over the NBA. There's two guys that are going to go in the lottery next year. Noah Traore, point guard, should be top 5. Noah Essengay could be top 15. There's probably another French guy that's going to come through the cracks. Russ to Denver could be a possibility, yeah. I guess that's what Sham said. That'll be interesting. Yeah, it says, wow, Suns enter offseason with $212 million in salary. That is gross. That is gross. It was not a good idea to trade for Bradley Beal at all. Yeah, I wonder if Lonzo Ball is going to get traded this offseason. Hey, Chuck, thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate it a ton. Magic seem like they're in such a weird position because I don't think they should or go after big free agents, overpay, and give out bad contracts. They also aren't the best at drafting or developing. I don't know. They've done good at drafting. I still think Anthony Black can be good. We'll see about Jed Howard, but they've done a good job like trading Vucevic at the right time. They got still a good return for Aaron Gordon. Not great, but solid. They drafted well with Paolo, drafted well with Franz and Suggs. We'll see how Tristan Da Silva works out this year. But I think they're in a good spot. I do. I think Paolo Banchero, you have something that a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference don't have or in the NBA don't have. You have a young star that could be the number 1 on a championship team. As much as I love Scotty Barnes, as much as I love Evan Mobley, as much as I love Chet Holmgren, maybe Chet, we'll see. As much as I love, I'm trying to think of another comparison, I don't really love Jalen Green, but those guys, Jaren Jackson Jr., they're not number 1s on title teams one day, but Paolo Banchero is. So at least they have that to always fall back on. They have cap space. They have young pieces around them. I think they're in a good spot. Talk about the Wizards. Questionable moves with the Rashawn Holmes and Denny trade and the Holmes signing, but I think they're in a good spot as well. I like what they're building. I like their draft a ton. Sarr, Bub, and George, all check marks from me. You hope to add a Flag or a Bailey or a Harper next year. I think they should move Kyle Kuzma, because they may not win more than 25 games if they do, but I think they should. And I would see if you could do a sign and trade with Tyus Jones to a team that doesn't have cap. Like, that would be great for you guys. We'll see how good Brian Keefe does as the head coach. And I'm excited to see year 2 Bilal. A ton, actually. Is Yahoo a credible source? Maybe. If it's I don't know. If it's Jake Fisher, he's been hit or miss, but he's still respectable. Better than a Hoop Central or Legion Hoops, I'll tell you that. I don't know. This, I think Scotty Barnes is a cool discussion for discourse. Chat. I would like to know from Raptors fans and non-Raptors fans. Do you think Scotty Barnes could be the number 1 on a championship team one day? Do you think his play style, his offensive ability, his shot creating, separation, takeover ability will be the number 1? I know it's hard to project and predict because he's just 22 years old. He's an incredible rebounder. He's a good playmaker. He's a good defender. But I do think there's limitations offensively where he could be a number 1. And you can let me know if I'm wrong. I think it's a cool debate to have about Scotty Barnes. And it's no slight to Scotty. He just made $200 million. The dude is a damn good basketball player at 22 years old. But I don't know if he could be the number 1. And I feel like the chat has been kind of indifferent. A lot of you guys are saying yes. A lot of you guys are saying no. I just saw Biblical say a hell nah. And then Spanky said easily. See, it's so different. It's so different. Bob Russell says good number 3. Corey Suke says 2 or number 3. I'm getting yeses, clear yeses. It's a debate. Yanis Bonder, thank you for the $2 donation. Shout out to Security Booty, Trailblazers legend. But yeah, I think that's why I'm giving Paolo props a little bit more than Scotty, because I do believe Paolo could be a number 1, and I don't know. I'm hesitant about Scotty. If I had to say yes, I would say no. And I feel like you guys have been divided, so I think it's a cool debate to have. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer right now, because we're projecting into the future. You think his ceiling is Jason Tatum? See, I don't think so. I don't think Barnes is going to be a great shooter. So he shot 34% from 3. Great job. And hey, maybe he continues to get better, and then he proves me wrong even more, and I would love that. He was not a good shooter in college. He shot 27% from 3, but Scotty Barnes to being a 34% shooter now, watching him at Florida State, dude, craziest development from him. You got to give him props. G-Prod, thank you for the $2 donation. What do I think about the Blazers? I think, I mentioned this before, they should move Anthony Simons. I'm excited to see Denny with Klingon. I'm excited to see Scoot Henderson in year 2 in a fully healthy Shaedon Sharpe. I think they have a lot of good young pieces. I would still look to move Time Lord. You're probably not moving Aiden, maybe not Grant, because the contracts are big this offseason, but I think it's exciting. You have your pick next year. I'm okay being bad in a loaded draft. I think it's going to be some bad basketball at times, but I'm excited to watch it. I think I'm expecting a big year from Scoot and Shaedon Sharpe. I would look to move Anthony Simons. I think you're selling at the peak value, and I think this would be the time to do it. Oh, man, what is the first move? I feel bad if I'm going to end this stream with just Omar Yurtseven, Luke Cornett, and a couple rumors, and Kevin Love. I've talked about the Sixers a lot, Sean Kennett. I feel like the Sixers are the most talked about team. Sixers, Warriors, Clippers. All right, a lot of people saying Woj. Are you getting me on this? Yeah, you got me. You got me. Ceiling for Scotty's a small Pascal. I don't hate the comp offensive play style wise. I don't know if he was ever going to be good of a shooter. Like, what was Siakam's like 2019 shooting splits? He shot like third. I could see that. Yeah, you know, I could see that. A $2 donation from Bird. Thank you. Sekou Doumbouya, next one be. Former first round pick Sekou Doumbouya. Is Pascal Siakam going to be a Hall of Famer one day? If he gets another ring? He's got one. He's got most improved. I don't know. Chuck, thank you for the donation. What are they going to do? Jonathan Isaac and Scotty Barnes feels so much more like a number 2. When I look at him, I see a number 2. When I look at the numbers and build, I see 1. I can see. That's what I agree. That's why I think it makes Scotty Barnes such an interesting debate right now. And yeah, like Isaac's contract, like he's up relatively soon. Like, is it fully guaranteed next year? Jonathan, I spell it. Is it 2 S's? Am I tripping? No. It's 2 A's. What am I doing? Jonathan Isaac, not Isaac Humphries. Why did I should have just typed in Jonathan. Okay, there it is. Isaac's contract. Sorry, as I pull it up. Isaac's contract. Yeah, it's expiring. I think it would go for some value at the deadline. A lot of you guys saying Shams. What do we got? Clippers are actively working. Wait, Shams didn't say anything. Shams didn't say anything. Oh, you guys suck. Wait, did he say anything? Did he delete it? Did he delete it? No. Did you guys really? Damn, you guys flamed me on Shams? So many people said it where I thought it was legit. Toby News, Keith Pompey. He's the Sixers guy. Damn, you guys got me on Shams. Wow, a lot of you said it too. Tobias Harris receiving free agency interest from Pistons, Jazz, Spurs, and Mavericks. Mavericks would be interesting. I don't really like the Spurs. Woj. I'll refresh Woj, who hasn't tweeted in 41 minutes. We got 7,000 people on here still waiting for something, man. For something. Mark Stein. Oh, he deleted it? Yeah, I wonder what he said. Because a lot of people said it where I think it wasn't like you guys were messing with me. Hey, Joe, thank you for the $5 donation. Hot take trade for me. Spurs get Sarr from Washington for 5 or 6 first rounders. Would love Sarr and 1B. I mean, dude, that would be sick. Like, 2 French guys in the front court defensively would be sick. Wow. Yeah. Good old days. I agree, Mark Stein. I agree. Yeah, I guess he did delete it. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, oh, maybe he did delete it because you guys all said it and then nothing happened. NBA Central. I am not taking advice from NBA Central. But I will go on his account. Clippers are looking to trade PJ Tucker. Surprise. Nuggets are showing interest. Got that from Shams. All right. Yeah, I know. Woj could wake up, you know. Woj could wake up. I think Milwaukee could make a big move. Could they get Robert Williams? Would you send out like Andre Jackson and Brook for Robert Williams? No, I wouldn't do that. I don't trust Robert Williams to stay healthy. At all. At all, actually. It's per Shams. I know, it's like from Shams he's getting that from. What would I do with the Pistons roster? I would look to do 2 to 3 year deals. Like if it's Tobias Harris, if it's guys that can create their own shot, like you need guys that can help Cade with the offensive workload. You do. And I don't know. You're not getting a DeMar DeRozan. You're not getting maybe you get KCP to come back to Detroit. I don't know. But I think you do need to get those guys. Thank you, Gert, for the donation. Compare all stats. Scotty and Paolo. Scotty's better. Well, Paolo is also a year younger. Paolo is also someone that just took the Orlando Magic to 7 games in a playoff series. And I don't know. I think there's a realistic scenario. I'm very high on Paolo where I think he can average 25 points a game next year. I do. Shams nothing big though. Oh, what'd he say? What? We're getting excited for Nemus. We're getting excited for him. Oh my God. We're so desperate. We're like, may I get a crumb? We are so desperate. We are so desperate. Oh my God. Oh, we are so desperate for Namisha Keita. Oh man. Not a bad player. Not a bad player. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But we are so desperate. Oh, Kings legend. Kings legend. Namisa Keita. Namisa Keita. Namiush. Sorry, I'm butchering his name. I've actually never said his name before because I was always scared of mispronouncing it. Namiush. Namius? Joe, thank you for the donation. Are you going to be on Side Talk NYC? That'd be funny. The Knicks stuff is funny. Yeah, we're cooked, man. We're cooked. We are so desperate. We're so desperate. I plan on streaming at like 7:30. A lot of you guys saying Drummond to Philly. Huh. Who tweeted that? Was that a Pompey? Drummond's Twitter? No way Andre Drummond announced where he's going on Twitter. Stop. I could see him be trolling with that. I could see him troll with that. I could see him be like, he should. That's smart. Everybody's on Twitter right now. Drummond, are we taking that he's going there? Miyas Keita. Yeah. Oh, man. Shams tweeted Drummond. Did Shams tweet Drummond? Or we're still talking about Keita? Oh, there we go. 2-year, $10 million. Okay. Well, former Sixer. Didn't they not? What? Why did they bring him back? Oh, no. He never played with the Sixers. I'm stupid. Oh, no, he did. Yeah. I was tripping. Okay. He did play with the Sixers. Was he in the Simmons trade, the Harden trade? Is that why he didn't finish the season there? I'm not remembering it all too well. Yeah, he was in the Simmons for Harden trade. That's why. He did average 12 points at Brooklyn. All right, well, they got a solid backup big man. They needed it. Chuck, thank you for the donation. Hopefully the Wizards give Sar the keys while getting rid of Poole and Kuzma and full reset. Yeah, I think they'll get rid of Kuzma this offseason. Poole's not with his contract, but I agree. I'm excited to see Sar get a lot of run there. So that is our biggest signing. We finally got somebody to sign, and it's Andre Drummond to the Sixers on a 2-year deal worth $10 million. What do we think about that? You guys want to throw it a letter grade? Wow. We really had to wait till 7:05 to see the biggest thing. Hopefully this floodgates open. Maybe we'll see the floodgates open. We'll see. Woj just cooked. Woj really did fall asleep at the wheel. Did Woj die? A+ from Nicholas. C for Klay. Yeah, look, it's fine. It's 2 years, $10 million. There may be like a non-guarantee on the second year. We got to see the full details. A lot of B's. I think that's fine. I do plan on doing like a video when enough people sign. I'm gonna be doing like my gradings, so we could be on the lookout for that. Oh, G Vandy. Sorry, did I miss your super chat? I don't think I did. Did I? You can say in the chat what you said. Or did I say it before the G Vandy? Sorry if I did. I don't know. I don't see it. You can just say in the chat what you said. Yeah, somebody get Woj a reboot card. I know, right? No news is good news. A Dembona to start. Yeah, dude. Oh, wait, no. Oh, man. I was excited to see a Dembona get run. Ugh, I know. Maybe he's not ready. But come on. I wanted to see a Dembona. Like, he was one of my favorite prospects in the class. Wemby is king. I made it to my name, Matthew Geist. I was, like, not going to keep doing the rebuilds and stuff. So I made it more of like an NBA talk channel. Damn. Well, I guess B-Ball Paul is not coming back. His contract isn't fully guaranteed. They're probably going to release him. I actually wouldn't hate him to the Knicks, but I don't really love B-Ball Paul that much. I think the Knicks could find, like, I would like Nick Richards. That's, like, top of my list. Or I would like Goga Badatse. I think Goga is someone that tries his ass off out there. Like, I'm a big Goga fan. Sorry for cursing. Imagine, like, oh, man. I don't know if you guys follow MLB at all, but Buster Only, whatever his name is, his last name, he works for ESPN, big guy. He got hacked. I'll pull up his account. He got hacked. And he like tweeted out like Francisco Lindor, the Mets' best player, gets traded to the A's. He tweeted like Shohei Ohtani suspended for gambling. Imagine somebody got into Shams or Woj's account right now. They would be able to pull off the greatest hack of all time. They would. They would. It would be insane if they were able to pull that off. Yeah, B-Ball Paul is probably done in Philly. Because they get $5 million a year, so that saves them. What is B-Ball Paul making? Wasn't he making only 7? Would you rather have Drummond for 5 or B-Ball Paul for 7.7? Interesting. Buster only? Yeah. I would like Goga. I think Goga is someone that's actually super underrated and could be like, not 2 years ago Hartenstein's, but actually if the Knicks got Goga, I would be all on the Goga train. I'd be all on the Goga train. Buster only. You guys would have Drummond. Reed makes 8. He makes 7.7. Who's rounding here? Who's rounding here, right? Yeah, this free agency class has been funny. This free agency class is funny. Is Woj back? Nope, Woj is not back. Woj is actually a fraud. Where's Najee Marshall signing? Where's Gary Trent Jr. signing? Goga would be sick for the Knicks. Yeah, I'm all on Goga if the Knicks lose Hartenstein. I know, it's been an hour. Damn, dude, I feel bad. We got like almost 8,000 people in here, still waiting for moves to go down. What do I think about a JV reunion in Toronto? They could use some big man depth, so I don't hate that. I don't. But it's, do they want to contend next year? Do they want to compete? Hey, thank you, Andrea. Man, dude, like watching since 2K15, like you're goated. 2:30 and I ran for Drummond. Man, I'm sorry you're staying up late for this. I'm sorry. I did, Angel. Yeah, it's crazy. You think Jalen Smith? I do think Jalen Smith can carve out a role for a contending team. I don't know how much he would get. He declined $5 million in his player option, so I think he's getting more than that on the open market. Jalen Smith is low-key underrated as well. I wonder how he would be physicality-wise in the playoffs, but I like him. Because they have Isaiah Jackson, and they had, like, Miles Turner. He wasn't going back. Truck in the USA, thank you, man. Like, go to donate to the stream. Thank you so much. How much of a cut is Braun taking to fit a couple other players to improve the Lakers? I'd assume like 5 to 7 million. I don't think it's more than that. I'd be very shocked. Scott Hong, I'm a Mets fan, sadly. They even play better though. Shout out Grimace. Alex Wilkins, thank you for the donation. Blazers get their pick back from Chicago for Robert Williams. I don't think that Chicago really wants Robert Williams like that. I don't think so. But I could see them, yeah, like that pick has some protections on it. Chicago also has their first going to San Antonio with the top 10 protection on it from the DeMar DeRozan sign and trade. Yeah, Jalen Smith was horrible in the playoffs. Yeah, like I wonder about him in the playoffs, right? Like I wonder if he's somebody that will be able to step up. I know. Luke Travers the GOAT. Cavs dream offseason. I thought they were going to move Allen. I still kind of wanted them to move Allen, but now that they got Kenny Atkinson, why? Because Atkinson and Allen like were together in Brooklyn, and I think, I don't know, I just want to see Mobley at the 5. I do. Yeah, maybe Paul George ain't signed until like 9 o'clock tonight. Sorry, Wemby's king, man. I'm sorry. I just like kind of felt like I was too much on my plate doing the rebuilds every day with the MLB and the NFL ones, the Madden ones. Maybe on like 6 Rings of Steel, you may get some like Madden rebuilds when the game comes out when NBA's kind of dry. You think the Rockets are going to make more moves? I don't know. I think they want to get like a big guy. But we'll see. We'll see. Charlie, thank you for the $5 donation. You think the Rockets are done for the offseason? I think they wanted to get like a Booker or Zion, but I don't think they're going to be able to. I think they will. Maybe they sign like a veteran, but like Tari Easton's going to be fully healthy. They have big years coming for Jalen Green and Şengün, and if they're not going to pay them this offseason, so I don't think so. Hey, no way, troll. That's crazy. Buckrock News Bomb. College football 25 rebuilds. The only problem with that is I didn't play Dynasty enough like to know how to operate that. And I mean, obviously I can learn it, but I didn't really play NCAA football since 14, like back in 2014 when I was 14 years old. You guys watch me play 2K now. I am not great at video games now. Hey, Ryan Woods, thank you for the $5 donation. Who's the Thunder Podcast? Just want to say big thanks for you around. Hey, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a ton. I'm glad you run a podcast for a good team. It's got to be exciting to be a Thunder fan and talk about the Thunder right now. Just don't take Hartenstein from us, please. Please, man. Please. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. What is going on? The Hawks completely cooked, yeah. Shams bomb. Houston run it back, and they're probably 7th or 8th seed when healthy. Yeah. Can you talk about the Magic? I've been talking about the Magic, man. Like, I think they're going to go after, like, try to get KCP, try to get Klay. I think Tyus Jones could be a nice plan B if they don't get one of those wings. Or Paul George, obviously. What's in the cup? What do you think is in the cup? Well, I'm out of it now. Don't overthink it. Free agency is boring. I think like we're gonna get a lot of KCP, Klay, Paul George news back to back to back. But when is that gonna come? Like that may not come till 8 o'clock. That may not come till midnight, 3 in the morning. Where do I think KCP is gonna end up? I predicted Philly, but I'm still gonna ride with Philly. It's Philly. It's Orlando. It could be back in Denver, but there could be a sign and trade where he ends up somewhere new. It's not orange juice. It's water. It's water. Lean vodka. Okay. That'd be wild. If I was just drinking vodka out of the cup right now. What's next for the Celtics? I think you just make moves on the margins. You hope Baylor Shireman's good in his rookie year because you're probably not going to be able to afford Hauser. You get the Supermax done with Tatum. And then I think you try to work out an extension from Derek White. Do I think the 76ers could get Klay and PG? I do. I'd rather have PG and Harry Markkinen. Jakob Poeltl for Mitchell Robinson and Miles McBride if the Knicks lose Hart. No. That would be a terrible deal. Where do you think the Blazers legend IDB goes? I don't know. Is he going to be back in Portland? Oh, man. Isaac Okoro, new tweet. Is he tweeting where he's going? Man, we are so desperate for news. Caleb Williams accepted. We're talking NFL. We're talking Formula One. We're talking NASCAR. Are we getting NBA free agency news? Drop the gym routine. You wouldn't want mine. I do like different stuff every day. Thank you for the donation, Truck, again. Gary to Orlando or Philly would be good pickups. I agree. I think that'd be huge for them. Najee Marshall would be good in Memphis, dude. I'd love that for sure. Oh! KPJ is back in the league with the Clippers. Oh, that's not good PR. Porter previously reached a plea agreement of a third-degree reckless assault misdemeanor in January. He's in the process of completing a court-ordered program, and once completed, I mean, I don't know the situation. Second chances are a thing, but that is interesting. I did not expect that. Okay, all right. Yeah. KPJ for, what is he getting? It's a 2-year deal. Well, it's like a 1-year deal with a player option. Wow. Yeah, I mean, dude, he puts up solid numbers. He does. I have no idea what his, like, did the girlfriend drop anything? I'm actually not informed about the situation, so I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, that is potentially yikes. Like, Miles Bridges could be yikes. Yeah. I mean, and the Clippers, am I surprised? No. I don't think the Clippers are like a poorly moral organization. I don't think they have bad morale. I don't think they like want to get guys like this, but they are desperate. And when you're desperate, you don't care about PR. They would happily have Miles Bridges on their team. They would happily have somebody that doesn't have a good public reputation on their team. Yeah. It's his third chance. If it is, that's not good, dude. I mean, KPJ was a head case in Cleveland. That's why he went to Houston for so little. And then now, yeah. Woj really doesn't give a shit. He's just not tweeting anything, man. Yeah, that's a shocker. They got Josh Primo. See, yeah, I'm just saying. Teams will make desperate moves when you are desperate, when you have your core being in the mid-30s, you don't have any draft picks, you have a new arena, you need to be relevant, or not relevant, respectable and competitive. And yeah, they went after KBJ. Can I bench more than KD? I don't know. What can I bench? I think I could bench, so I weigh around 160. I know I could bench my body weight. I think I could, one rep, I think I could do 200, 220, one rep. 10 reps, probably 150, 160, which isn't great. My gym routine is all over the place. I've been doing consistent with it now. Chuck, thank you for the donation again. Clippers really picked up KPJ, thinking him in LA is not going to be an issue. Yeah, there could be some things that could backfire with this. Did KPJ play in Houston with Harden? He did, right? Or no? Maybe like a week, because Harden got traded this season. Oh, and KPJ wasn't active. Yeah, never mind. I thought they maybe played in Houston. Did that? No, right? No. I guess they were maybe the same offseason. What should the Hawks do? Just try to stay competitive, relevant, because you don't own your first round pick next year. Oh, the Mets lost when the game came back on. That sucks. Thank you guys all for coming out. If you can hit a like on the stream, we're almost at 2,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that a ton. Is Paul got cut? Yeah, he's gonna get cut. Clippers down bad. Yes, this is one of the more desperate teams. Jalen Smith to Memphis would be tough. That'd be a nice pickup. I mean, yeah, Truck mentioned Najee Marshall too. I think that'd be great. Matt, the Clippers would sign Henry Ruggs. Yeah, probably. Nah, I'm not gonna. I don't think the Clippers like have bad morals. I'm not gonna like hate on the Clippers, but you see why they have to do this. How long am I streaming? I plan on streaming till 7:15. It's 7:20. I think around 7:30, 7:40ish. I'll probably stream until, unless stuff goes down. Hey, thank you, Overwatch. Panther fan, thank you for the donation. You should eat some pretzels right now, like I did in 2021. What? That is a deep pull. I guess when I was streaming during draft night or something, I was eating pretzels. $6 dono from JJ. Thank you for the €6 donation. Sign the contract, Spider. I know, right? Like, Donovan Mitchell's going to be re-signing. Tatum's going to be re-signing. Like, where are these coming from? KCP to the Hawks? They could use somebody next to Trey. Financially, sign and trade for, like, Bogdan Bogdanovic. DeAndre Hunter. I mean, DeAndre Hunter at Denver would be kind of sick, not going to lie. So where did PG go with Philly? No, he hasn't gone anywhere yet. Matthew, thank you for the $2 donation. Should Spurs fans be excited about Stephon Castle? Yes, definitely, man. He's a winner. He's got great IQ right now. He's a good point of attack defender. I think he's going to play well off ball to Wemby. I think if he shoots 19% from three, I think it's okay. If he shoots 19% from three in 2028, then I'll be a little annoyed. But I think there's going to be some growing pains. But I would be excited about Stephon Castle in Charlotte for sure. And if you get Zach Edey to mentor him, hell freaking yeah, man. That would be huge. I think Woj went to bed, which might not be a bad idea. Go to bed now when nothing's going on. Wake up at like 9 o'clock and boom, stay up all night. Hey, Sir Dumb, thank you for the donation. Interested, both Philly and Clippers have made signings. Yeah, they technically have. Interesting, right? Because they're both kind of going after Paul George. So that is interesting for sure. Thank you. I do appreciate everybody in the stream. And like, if you were here at the draft stream, thank you guys so much. It does mean a lot. Like, I get to talk basketball with you guys. And sorry if I'm not able to read all your messages. Hopefully it's like similar topic points that maybe you chatted, but I didn't answer yours specifically. But yeah, this is like so much fun to do. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos. Obviously, like, I really like to do draft stuff, but we're going to have some fun this offseason. I'm excited for the Olympics. I'm going to do like a whole Olympics preview. That's going to be a lot of fun, which I think Olympics start end of July, early August. 1:30 in Germany. Shout out to you, the bull guy, or the bulldog. Yeah, like, you guys in Europe, like, I talk a lot of, like, I complain being an East Coast guy. I'm like, oh, games are at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm so jealous of West Coast people, but people in Europe and Australia and Asia have it a lot worse. Thoughts on Max Christie extension? $8 million? I actually think he's got a ton of potential, so I like it. The NBA PA is no fun, I agree. I got to learn the CBA this offseason. Anybody a lawyer in here that could teach me the CBA in a week? Like, yeah, Summer League in July I'm excited for. I don't know, like, what videos I'm going to do on the Summer League. Like, I remember last year I did, like, breakouts from the Summer League. It didn't do that well, but maybe I could just execute it a little bit better. That's, like, a thing with YouTube, because, like, I think some videos are going to do really well. I put some effort into them. And then they just don't. And then I'm like, I have a bad day after that. But then some videos that I'm like, you know what? This may do well. I'll put it out. That, like reaction videos, they're fun to do. And I love reacting to my takes, but then they maybe don't do as good. Or they'll do better than videos I put way more time editing into it. 9 a.m. in Australia, yeah. Yeah, I'm in Philly. I'm not going to say where in Philly, but like, I used to live in like Northern Liberties. Not anymore. Truck, thank you for the donation, man. You're goated. You're goated, Truck. Yeah, the Clippers crashing out, getting rid of Russ. Clippers GM, you know what would be a good idea? Get rid of Russ, bring in KPJ. Yeah, I agree. But honestly, there's going to be veterans in Los Angeles at least, Truck. Charlotte, not a lot of veterans there. Ahmad in Egypt, man, 220. Noel's 122 a.m. in Hungary. Yeah, like that's tough, man. That's tough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay on until 9. I just got to do some other things tonight that I planned on doing. But I thought we were going to get a little bit more. SF, thank you from Australia, man. I think the Pistons could go after Tobias. They can go after Jonas Valanciunas. Kind of shooters to complement Cade. 123 in France. 2 a.m. in South Africa. Well, there's soccer going on. I know there's... I'm such a casual with like the World Cup and the qualifiers and the Euros, but I know that's big right now. I'm seeing like Embiid and Josh Hart tweet about soccer, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. Justin, I think Kola could be the 10th, 11th man that could play 8 minutes a night, be the backup point guard. Backup point guard. That's what I meant to say. I was like, wait, what? 223 in Israel, 723 in Florida. Hey, 723 here in Philly. Is Zach LaVine to the Heat possible? Would you do Duncan Robinson and Rozier if you're the Heat for LaVine? Probably. Would I do that if I'm Chicago? No, unless I'm rerouting Rozier for a first-round pick. Which maybe you could do. Euros have been fire. Hey, I'm glad they've been entertaining. Copa America right now? Gotcha. Warriors play at 4 a.m. in the Netherlands. Like, that's crazy. At least you can kind of rewatch games in the morning, which sucks. Like, I'm going to complain for 2 seconds, but like content creating sucks sometimes too when these deals go down. I'm like sleeping, or when I used to work like a 9 to 5 and do YouTube. Oh my God, both of them with trying to stay up for moves, the worst. But yeah, no, you guys in Europe, you guys are true fans. Staying up, like if you were staying up till 3 a.m. to watch the goddamn Charlotte Hornets and Detroit Pistons get smacked, or if you were a Knicks fan when they were horrible, shout out to you. Oh, and thank you for the £5 donation, man. Big love from Scotland. Hey, thank you, man. Heard Scotland's a beautiful place. Yeah, I know. I would like for Paul George to do something. Hey, Jake, yeah. Do your research, look into it. Don't do it if you're fully not on board. And weigh your options for sure, man, for sure. KCP. It would be nice to know about KCP. A lot of you guys just randomly typing in KCP right now, making me think he's going somewhere. KCP to the Magic, Sham, stop. What? See, why are all of you randomly saying KCP Magic? Are you guys all friends and then you're just like, all right, we're going to spam KCP Magic? Because if so, you're getting me. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Hope you've been well. Can someone tell me what Twitter account is tweeting out KCP Magic? Look at NBA Central. Oh, man, I don't like that. You're looking at Marcus Morris tweet? Underdog? Huh. Oh! Wait, what? Holy shit. Okay. Is this legit? No way. All right. Hold on. I see Underdog has got to be legit. I trust Underdog. Shout out to Underdog, sponsor of the channel. Use code SROS, deposit match. But we have no Woj or Shams. This could be fishy. I'm waiting till Woj or Shams. I don't care if Legion Hoops did it. I need Woj or Shams or Chris Haynes. Jeff Ziegler? USA Today could be fishy. He says, but is he... See, if he was like a Orlando guy, he's not even an Orlando guy. Headed to the Orlando Magic. No, I mean, that is a massive loss if he goes to Orlando. I would like if they got Tyus Jones too. I think like they could use a Tyus Jones. I don't know how true this is. Like, I think we need Shams or Woj. Hey, Trev, thank you for the $2 donation. Huge fan. Love watching your rebuilds. Thank you, man. Oh, Woj did it? All right. There it is. You guys are saying Woj there. 3 years, $66 million. Shout out to the Orlando Magic. I love that, man. That's a win now move. Andy, thank you for the €6 donation. Hartenstein getting the bag in OKC. I know, probably. Woj woke up. 3 years, $66 million. That is a good contract for both sides, honestly. $22 million now for a really good role player. It's crazy because, like, Bruce Brown got that last offseason. And we were like, whoa. And now it's like, we're alive. Woj and Shams are alive. That is huge. Oh, Shams tweeted it too? Shams tweeted it too? Yeah. You know what? That's good. But now, like, Jalen Suggs point guard? Is Jalen Suggs point guard a thing? Like, you're starting Suggs and KCP. It's interesting. I mean, I thought he was going to go to the Sixers. I mean, oh my God, their defense is going to be so good. Oh my God, that defense is going to be sick. That defense is actually going to be so good. What do you guys grade the trade or grade the signing? Sorry, I'm just trying to do one thing. I'm just trying to tweet. I can't tweet and do this at once. Now we just need the floodgates to open. Now we just need the floodgates to open. That is a really good defensive five there. With, like, Isaac healthy. Hey, Max, thank you for the $2 donation. PG has meetings tomorrow on the West Coast. Is it tomorrow? Hey, a lot of you guys are grading it A. I think $22 million now, not bad at all. Now, are we going to see Philly lock in on Klay? So maybe they were never... Oh, wait. Does this mean... Okay, that takes him out of the Paul George sweepstakes. That takes him out of the Paul George sweepstakes. That is a interesting thing. Reflex, thank you for the $2 donation. What should the Lakers do? Hey, shout out Gibran. I think the Lakers should try to get Klay, try to get Jonas Valanciunas, and not trade any of their future picks. Yeah, they overpaid a little bit, but you kind of have to. You're a small market. You're trying to convince them to leave a title contender in the Denver Nuggets. But now, is Christian Brown going to replace KCP like that? That is wild. Oh, wow. Remember when KCP, like, you know what? Shout out to KCP making money because, like, I forget if his agent was Rich Paul or whoever it was, turned down $75 million. And at the time, that was a massive amount of money from Detroit. After year, 4 there, does not do the rookie extension, signs like LA in a 1-year deal, and has really turned himself around. Like, he's one of the better defensive guards in the league, one of the better defensive role players. The dude is really nice on that end of the floor. High from threes. Yeah, this is a perfect complimentary piece. But now I think Orlando, like we saw Franz and guys not be able to take over offensively in the playoffs. They could still run into that issue. But when you get KCP, you can get KCP. Hey, Alfred, thank you for the donation. Floodgates open once PG signed. Some are true. Pink, thank you for the donation. Nuggets showed somewhat interest in Russ. Yeah, like that could be, I mean, not a KCP replacement, but at least you're getting some rotational minutes out of him. Whoa, you guys are saying look at Woj? Shams KCP update. Why are you saying look at Woj? Did I not get it yet? Nuggets are done. 3rd-year player option. Okay, 2-year deal. That gives a lot of upside for KCP, who's how old? 30? 31. So he'd be 33. Could opt out for another longer deal if he's still, like, doing well, potentially. I don't know if his game's going to age all that well. Anything significant the Celtics can do right now? Probably not. It's really just moves on the margins. I think they're just waiting to give Tatum the Supermax. All right, well, Paul George is probably a Sixer or a Clipper now. Klay is probably a Laker, Clipper, Maverick, or Sixer. Yeah, he was probably never going to Orlando, I think. So what do we consider? So Woj bomb, obviously would be like Paul George to Philly. What is KCP? Is that a nuke? No, that's a pretty big deal. That's probably bigger than a bomb. What is it? A Woj? Is KCP Woj bomb like whatever? I did. Yes, real. It was crazy. Like 2,000 new subscribers on the draft night. It was wild. Thank you guys. If you guys are not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did to the channel. If you're just kind of coming across the stream, do a lot of NBA stuff. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, where I give like all my opinions over there when I'm not live streaming, there it is. Flashbang, dynamite, car backfire. Yeah, could the Nuggets go after Klay? They don't have cap space unless they have their mid-level exception now. And that, oh my God, Klay playing with Jokic. Oh my God, that would be sick. Klay playing with Jokic would be sick. Firecracker grenade. I like grenade. I think grenade makes sense. Oppenheimer. That's funny. I think Tyus Jones would be nice because I think they could use somebody that can run the show in Orlando. But yeah, they need someone that can create their own shot, and maybe that is Anthony Simons. Dre, thank you for the $2 donation. Woj toot. That's like Omar Yurt 7. All right, you guys are saying Woj water balloon. Yeah, I haven't gotten a new Woj tweet. Woj car crash. Do I think the Hawks will do anything? Not really. Not really. Drummond tweet. Yeah, so Drummond, that's funny. Drummond says he kind of broke the news with the cheesesteak. Don't say Woj. Don't say Woj. You guys are messing with me. All right, I think the stream will end around 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock-ish, a little bit before that. So hopefully we get some deals. Maybe 7:45, we'll see. If nothing happens till then. But yeah, KCP. At least we got to see KCP on the stream. Oh, man, unreal. Pat Will contract extension. Honestly, nowadays, $16, $17 million, $18 million is not that bad. It's not that bad. So I like it. Hopefully DeRozan is not on that team next year. Woj missile. That could be a missile. I like grenade. I like grenade for KCP. Paul George will be bomb. Klay is the reputation. He'll be a bomb. Watch Milwaukee do something again this year. Maybe Dima. We'll see, man. We'll see. Mason Plumlee to the next stop. Alex Rodriguez, is it the real one? Just messing. $2 donation, man. Thank you. Hartenstein to OKC? Yeah, probably. He's going to go to OKC. He's going to get $22 million a year. The Knicks were never going to be able to match it. And I'll be a sad, sad Knicks fan. But we got Mikal Bridges. The Knicks just need a big man. I think they could use like Goga Bitadze, Nick Richards, Jalen Smith. I know. Watch when I end the stream, Tim. A Woj bomb will happen. Which, hey, you're welcome to you guys. You're welcome. Woj grenade. Marjon Beauchamp to the Lakers. I mean, can somebody fix Marjon Beauchamp? Because I know it ain't happening on the Bucks with their development lately. You think CP3 is a Laker? I think it's possible. I think it's a Laker, not Clipper. Laker or Spur. Oh, I just love that my Twitter's wagging and now I'm getting undrafted tweets from Shams. Spurs predictions. I think they get Chris Paul. I do. And if not, I think they get Tyus Jones. I think they get one of the two. What will the Hornets do if Bridges leaves? I think you're fine. I don't really think you're losing sleep over that. Bridges is a fine player. But, you know what? Time to get some more grown-ups in the room. I think better players that can complement Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. I remember I tweeted out, like, KCP. I wonder if I could find it. I was like, let's see if I can find the tweet. I don't even know. Let's see if I can find this tweet. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Because I was like, do you guys think that he could be a free agent? And everyone was like, no, not really. And then But yeah, he ended up being a free agent and he left, which is crazy. Thank you, Chuck, again for the dono, man. You're like a real one. It will probably be a combination of Braun. Yeah, Gary Harris would be nice. Like a little bit of a reunion of Gary Harris in Denver would be cool. I don't know if they could work into a sign and trade with that. Gary Harris re-signs with the Magic. That would actually be nice. I think Gary Harris would be good for Denver. I don't think the Heat do much, Israel. What should the Bucks do? I don't think much. If you could flip like Middleton for power hero, sure. No, I actually wouldn't do that. I don't really think there's much they can do. I would trade Brook Lopez if you can get somebody that can be a little bit younger. If you can be a little bit younger. Hey, Steven, thank you for the $2 donation. What will the Knicks do? I'm not sure. I think they pivot. I think they lose out on Hartenstein. I think they pivot to, like I said, Goga Badatse, Nick Richards, one of those. Jalen Smith as well. Can the Suns do anything? Not really, man. They could just do veteran minimums and that's it. So maybe a Chris Paul reunion. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Huh. But Chris Paul could probably get like $10 million on the open market from the Sun or Spurs. Who should the Warriors target? Thank you, outdoor kids. Thank you for the donation. I think the Warriors should target Brandon Ingram. I think they could target Zach LaVine, but they already were disinterested. KCP would have been great. Maybe take a flyer on Najee Marshall if you can get him. Maybe guys with scoring upside. James Wiseman reunion. Vucevic. It's not a great spot to be in for Golden State. Sorry, man. I don't really know the secret formula for Golden State right now. Because I just don't know what they can do unless they're adding a top 25 player. How are they competing with OKC next year? This is a huge blow for Denver. This really is. That's a huge blow for Denver. Gary Trent to Golden State, like, yeah, you're taking a flyer on Gary Trent, but, like, listen to yourselves. You're talking to yourself into Gary Trent. Like, Curry is how old? We're not getting many good Curry years left. So I think he's probably not winning a championship again in Golden State. But I'm fine with him. 2 more years in the NBA, 3 more years in the NBA in Golden State. Maybe you get 1 more playoff appearance, and that's it. Hey, it's okay if he doesn't get another ring. Hey, Chaos, thank you for the $2 donation. Can the Heat get Larry Markin and Jordan Clarkson? Yeah, they could, but you'd have to give up Hero and a lot of picks and Jovic, maybe Khalil Ware. I don't know if you want to do that. Aiden Fitzpatrick, thank you for the $2 donation. Pistons predictions, what do you think they should do? Tobias Harris on a cheap, or not like a 2-year deal. Just get guys that can space the floor, knock down threes, and can complement Cade. Dylan Brooks, thank you for the donation. Clippers are so cooked. Yeah, it's tough to be a Clippers fan right now. It is. They're in a tough position. Aaron Drew, thank you for the donation. CP3 in Miami seems like a good fit. I like that as well. I do. I think that could be good in Miami as well. What should the Spurs do? I think just add a point guard that can help out Wemby. And I think getting like another defensive-minded guy, like maybe a Chris Dunn, something like that can't hurt. Andrea, what was your donation? I don't think so. I don't know. It doesn't say. I would have missed it. I answered Aiden. Sorry if I did. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to. Aiden, Chaos, I did. I don't think I missed your donation. Did Outdoors. Did Steven, what will the Knicks do? Yeah, I kind of mentioned that one. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, man. Daniel, thank you for the donation. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anyone before Daniel's. That'll make me feel like the worst thing ever if I missed one. Daniel, thank you for the $5 donation. It's funny, out the Clippers, Suns, Warriors, Lakers have the most flexibility to upgrade. They can be top 4 or 5 seed. Good upgrades with the Dark Horse. Really? Oh, the Lakers have the most flexibility. I agree, dude. It is funny. Ethan, thank you for the $2 donation. So should CP3 come back to the Suns? Yes, if he's okay taking the minimum. You're just saying Woj. I'm not getting anything on Woj. Stop doing that. Yeah, I wonder where Klay... I feel like Klay and PG both maybe 76ers, and we're going to get a double signing. Alan, thank you for the donation. What should the Rockets do? I think just run the course. I think you want to see what you're getting legitimately out of Jalen Green, out of Alperen Şengün, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith. I don't know. They got to find, I think, that one big piece. And maybe it's not Donovan Mitchell this offseason, but it could be next offseason. So I just not move any of your assets right now. Yeah, like if Hart... Wow. That's a huge loss. That's a huge loss for Denver. Hey, KS, thank you for the donation. What should the Heat do to trade someone good? I mean, if you can get Paul George for Tyler Hero, if you can get Paul George for Rozier and Duncan Robinson, I would do those. If not, I think I would pivot the other way, and I'd look to move Jimmy Butler. I would. I know, it's crazy, but I would. He could leave you next year for nothing. Region Hoops, bro. What should Phoenix do? Thank you for the donation, Ethan. I think just try to add defenders. They need big man help as well. So I would look anybody that can... Oh, I blocked Legion Hoops. Sorry about that. Clippers are pursuing Chris Paul. I mean, a reunion would be cool. A reunion would be cool. But he's like quote cheating Scoop B. That's... I'm not wasting my time with that. I'm not wasting my time with that. Capella to New York, I wish, but the Knicks don't have the cap to do that. Unless they somehow did a sign and trade with Hartenstein, but they still can't do that because Capella's making, I think, $22 million, and they're hard capped. Tobias Harris and Jared McCain for Jimmy Butler. I mean, if you can get... I don't know if I would do that for Miami. And it depends the sign and trade for Tobias. That's tough, though. Who starts at the 2 guard for the Nuggets now? Probably Christian Brown if they don't add anybody else. Why did I block Legion Hoops? Because his tweets annoy me. Like, those aggregators I'm not a fan of. Like, NBA Central's okay, but, like, Legion Central used to be bad back in the day. And I've been around on Twitter since, like, 2014. Will Patterson, thank you for the donation. Should the Warriors sign DeMar to a 2-year big deal? I would. I'd give DeMar 2 years, $75 million, $80 million. There's no point in this team tanking. Or not tanking, but, like, missing the playoffs deliberately. Seth to Golden State, that'd be cool. Steph and Seth would be cool. They never really had a chance to play together. Chuck, thank you, dude. Thank you so much for the donation. Kelly Oubre could also be a good pickup for Denver. I agree, dude. If they have a minimal exception, that'd be nice. A sign and trade, work that out, dude. That would be nice. Yeah, like, Orlando signs. Yeah, but they might not even have to do that for them. Jacob, thank you for the donation. I've been watching you for 3 years, both 2K and just Hoops Talk. Never subbed, so good thing I hopped in here. Hey, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. What do you think the Wolves make? I think just adding another guard, just in case Rob Dillingham goes through some rookie pains. And I think a shooter off the bench would be nice as well. Like Malik Beasley, one of those guys I think would be huge. Thank you for the $1 Canadian donation, Nacho. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Jake says, Matt, do you think Kawhi regrets his decision to leave looking back? No, I don't think so. He got his ring, got his finals MVP, left on good terms, and got to go to his home in Southern California, where they've catered to him every step of the way. Do I think Hartenstein will sign next to Chet? I don't know. I don't think so. But I think when they need him out there, they will like run 2-man lineups with both of them. Cole, you think Ron Holland makes an All-NBA team next year or in his career? I could see in his career, maybe. He's got the upside. Rob won't struggle? I hope so, man. But rookie guards, I mean, it is tough for them. Look at Scoot. Look at De'Aaron Fox when he entered the league. And again, thank you for the donation, man. How hyped are you for Steelers football Super Bowl voting? Hey, I hope so, man. Got to figure out who the quarterback is at the end of the year, Fields or Russ. Alex, thank you for the $5 donation. If every NBA team was put in a room and had to fight, what team do you think would win? I don't know. That's a good question. So we're just talking about 15-on-15 player brawls. Obviously, James Johnson could play a big role into this. Do I want to mess with Jokic, Draymond, and the Warriors? I don't know. So that's a perplexing question. Perplexing question for sure. It's hard to sign to Thunder confirmed no, but they're meeting right now. And I think it's going to happen because they can offer him more money than the Knicks. And I feel like they would go 23, 24 to get it done on like a 3-year deal. I wonder if they would do the 4th year because I don't know. Would they pay Hartenstein and then you got to pay Caruso, then you got to pay J-Dub and Chet and Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins? That's a lot. Any good veteran wings the Celtics could get for the minimum? Let's see. Who do I think could take the veteran minimum? I think Spot Track's down. I'll try to look at that. Oh, there we go. Reggie Bullock. Yuta Watanabe if he's playing here. O'Shea Brissett, bring him back would be nice. I think he's actually pretty solid. Jordan Nwora. They're not getting Fontecchio. TJ Warren on a vet. Like those guys, you know. Messiah, thank you for the donation. Thoughts on BI to, I assume that meant Kings. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think that makes sense for Sacramento, and I would go out and do it. I just don't know if, like, the Pelicans really want Barnes or Herter, right? They have shooting. They have plenty of wings. They kind of need a big man. Nacho, thank you for the donation. What do you think about the Raptors picks this year? I like Jacoby Walter. Very high upside. There's going to be some growing pains. Going to be some inefficiencies, but I think he'll be a good player in the long term. And I got that Messiah. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, just put me out of my misery and have Hartenstein sign already. Put me out of my misery. Alex, thank you for the donation. Why can't NBA teams restructure deals? I think it's just because it's all guaranteed money. Like in the NFL, it's not all guaranteed and there's signing bonuses. It's just different in the NBA where everything's just pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, you can do non-guaranteed anymore, but that's rare most of the time. I think the Lakers did great, Gray. I mean, you got Bronny, so obviously good publicity, great for LeBron there. But I loved all to connect at 17. Shams is doing this on purpose, yeah. Chuck, thank you for the donation, man. You think Sadiq should be traded and best options? Well, Sadiq Bey, I think, is a free agent now. They just non-tendered him, so I would love to see him on the Mavs, Nuggets, or Lakers. I agree. I don't know when Sadiq Bey will be back, but he could be like a flyer. He may sign like a 1+1 player option deal. When did he get hurt? He got hurt in, it was late. It was March, so he may come back in February if we're lucky. Whoa. Nothing going on, man. Nothing going on. Floodgates will open, man. Eventually. But thank you guys all for coming out. This was super fun. Hope you guys kind of enjoyed talking for the last 2 hours. Like, this was a great time. Going to be wrapping up the stream in a few minutes. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Like, when I go, I'll be probably giving every reaction to every signing over there. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. I would like one big move before I leave. That'd be sick. Hey, Hayden, thank you for the donation. Where is Klay and PG going? Final predictions. Klay, Lakers, PG, Philly. PG, Philly. Hey, thank you, Wins. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And if you want to play underdog, like throughout, you can use my promo code SROS to get a 50% deposit match up to $250. I would yeah, that's like underdog fantasy. It's basically that link takes you here. I'm not sending you some random link. And you can play like WNBA, Olympics, and you might as well. Like, you get a great discount with my code, and it helps me out a ton as well. If you're of age, obviously, and you like playing fantasy, sports, and that stuff. But I'll link my Twitter one more time. And yeah, thank you guys all for coming out. I appreciate it. One last refresh. One last Woj and Shams. No Shams. Thank you, Theo, for the donation. Do you think Denver's ceiling goes down without KCP? 100%. That is a brutal loss. They could still win it all without him. I don't think they're done. They're not cooked, but it's going to hurt a little bit. Hey, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. So, yeah, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, posting it in the chat. Yeah, like I said, I'll do one last, refresh, but we're not getting anything here. We're not getting anything. And yeah, I'll be putting my tweets out there. Maybe I'll go live. I don't know if I'll actually be able to go live tomorrow. I don't want to promise that. But you guys will get videos creating, reacting to all this stuff, and then videos throughout the offseason. And then maybe we'll do some Sunday night chill streams throughout the summer as well, just talking hoops, maybe Olympic stuff, maybe news as well. So yeah, thank you guys all for coming out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.